you should write that you have winter clothes.
Okay.
Because otherwise you're going to freeze.
Well, I always wear a cloak, so.
Yeah, but that's like those are a mechanical thing in this specific campaign, so you need to have that.
Yeah, seriously. Like, wearing a parka is actually important out here.
So, can I mechanically have a parka, but flavor-wise have just like a loincloth?
It's a loincloth that gives +3
You want
heat.
to do the invisible thing of hide armor, you know?
Oh God, what are you going for?
He's going for a barbarian Chad man.
Yeah, I guess I'm fine with that.
Ooh, how about this? A dyed black cloak with inner fur.
Yeah, that sounds ballin'.
Yeah, that'll work. I mean, you can flavor the winter clothing pretty much however you want. It's just, you're going to need it. That's a pretty metal-looking barbarian.
A Speedo of warm crotch +1.
Yeah, it's very, very thick fur around the crotch.
Yep.
That's what Quowens always look like in my head.
Alright. So, I suppose now is the time to begin the campaign.
Yeah, after a 1-hour prep session.
Sorry.
Indeed. It wasn't just you, CC. A number of us needed apparently more time to prep. Always good. Alright. So, Icewind Dale has become trapped in a perpetual winter. Ferocious blizzards have made the mountain passes through the spine of the world exceedingly treacherous. And this land has not felt the warmth of the sun in over 2 years. In fact, the sun no longer appears above the mountains, not even in what should be the height of summer. In this frozen tundra, darkness and bitter cold reign as king and queen. Most Dale residents blame Auril, the Frost Maiden, the god of winter's wrath. The shimmering aura that weaves across the sky each night is said to be her doing. A potent spell that keeps the sun at bay. The Dale folk live in a scattering of settlements known as 10 towns. The drop-off in caravans coming from the south and travel between settlements in this never-ending winter has left everybody feeling isolated. Although each town has resolved to appease the Frost Maiden with sacrifices of one kind or another, no respite from winter's fury seems forthcoming. You guys are starting here. Oh god, a lot of shitposting.
Should we...
If you scroll up quite a ways, you guys are starting in that big circular city of Bairn Shander. The largest of the 10 towns. Also the first stop on the road to places south of the spine of the world.
This is like a city. Damn.
Is there docks anywhere?
It's like fucking water deep.
There's the docks. This city appears to be landlocked. Am I right?
Well, kind of.
The city's surrounded by land.
Is this like a deal where the dock is like a ways outside the city, like a mile? I can't... Actually, let me scroll further up and see the actual map.
Yeah, it's about, normally it'd be about a mile to the shore, but then you also have to take icy surface into account, making it more like 2.
Right.
Bairn Shander is a wood and dirt walled city, situated atop of the tallest hill for miles in each direction.
Oh. Oh, you basically have to go through Targos to get to the water, though.
Yeah, kind of.
Unless you go off the road, but you shouldn't do that.
Which road?
Correct.
It would be fine.
roads.
Don't worry.
Well, there's a north gate, a southwest gate.
Oh,
Yes,
and
there's
Gilbert,
several roads.
since you have it, would you post the big map again? So
Of
that
course.
people can see it?
I'm already looking at it.
No, the big map. You haven't seen the big map.
Oh. Yeah, I need to see the big map, please. As a pirate, I would have a map, I think, of where I'm going.
Sorry, I had to take care of something.
Apparently my file is too powerful again.
Oh, yeah.
One moment.
Send the link.
Let's see, I wonder if this will work.
So, this place is
Nope.
in an infinite blizzard. Or winter.
Yes, perma-winter.
From the winter. Okay. Because of a god is angry.
Correct.
Right. So we're going south and leaving these people to their fate, right?
I dare you to try.
Or whatever, I'm sick of living here, let's leave. I want to go to Neverwinter.
Yeah.
That sounds
I'm going
nice.
back into winter.
And then the party journeys south and all die horribly.
Alright,
Great
well,
campaign, guys! How about you have annihilation?
I've survived. So I'd like to, Gilbert, I'd like to start our next campaign with a pair of gauntlets of giant strength.
No, that's not how that works.
Alright, so...
I'm on a streak here, though.
So, I suppose important thing, how do you all know each other?
Oh,
I'd
we're starting
recommend-
off there?
At this point, I would assume that you all are at least somewhat familiar with each other.
Oh.
At the very least, you've seen each other around town, so...
I thought we were gonna start a meetup. Like, we're gonna meet each other, like, at a bar or whatever.
Indeed. I would say you guys are mostly gathering probably by the southwest gate. New arrivals and whatnot.
Ooh, and what has brought us here?
I don't know, what are your backstories?
Yeah, I don't know who these other people are.
I mean, I'm a local. I'm a courier of sorts. I help escort merchant caravans across the tundra.
Alright,
I get around.
Alright, I'm in the back. I'm someone that's in the background with Rilla's whatever.
So you help guard caravans, I guess?
No. I'm just in the background of it.
I'm leaving it to you guys to coordinate how you know each other.
I offer several services. Caravan escort is one of them.
I'm a far traveler, and I need to do a quest. Doesn't matter like what kind of quest, just a quest. So I guess I could use some services and like assist people. Also, another thing, I hardly ever touch the ground. I am always flying.
I'm a traveling priest. I probably came like in like the latest caravan to Bryn Shandar that you guys were guarding. And I'm here because apparently the area is having some trouble with Oriel, and I came to see what I could do to help.
All right. Well, okay. If we have a traveling priest, Corwin has been extremely respectful to you for some reason.
Okay. Good. Great.
And she's just here to explore and adventure, and just get in a whole bunch of mischief.
Where
She's someone in the background that's stealthy, but every time that you've come across her, Adril, how would you pronounce it? Aldrel. Every time that Aldrel has come across her, she's been nothing but respectful to him. If she knows that he's a priest. I mean, would he let himself know that he's a priest?
If you asked him, like, well, what are you doing up north? That's what he would have told you. I'm a
Okay.
priest, and I heard there were some local trouble with Ariel, and here to see what I can do to help.
Alright, then yeah. Corwin would be nothing but respectful to you. If someone asked her why she was up here, she'd just shrug and be like, fun.
I wouldn't ask.
Yeah.
Yeah, as for me, I'm the town handyman. I do a lot of odd jobs around town. I have a pretty good reputation here.
You would probably welcome us, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would. I'm a really nice guy. You know what? I'm probably mending the gate because it could probably use mending right now. That's probably what I've been sent here to do.
Alright. I can start. I have an idea what to do.
Go ahead.
Well, seeing a man mending the gate, I would predict that he is of this town while we're entering, and I would go up to him and say, "Excuse me, sir.
Yes, hello. What can I do for you?
Is there by chance a store here?"
There is. There's a store here, right? Yeah, there's a general store in town.
Okay, yeah. I was curious if you could guide me to where the church is so I can send some blessings.
Is there a church in town, DM?
No, not really.
Oh, there's a house
People
of the Morning
mostly.
Lord.
Do they welcome physicians there?
Oh shit! There we go. Yes, House of the Morning Lord. Yes, they would.
Thank you, DM.
And I would be working there as a physician.
Yeah, Pete. Unfortunately, I'm like cycling through there. It's tiny font. House of I misread Morning Lord.
When I said thank you, DM, I wasn't talking to you. Yeah, I'll
Sorry.
give her directions to find there.
Thank you.
I'm looking over like
And
5 different towns for the last 2
I will
hours.
go
I get a little
up
mixed up.
to the part. I will go up to the priest because, like, I don't know, off the top of my mind, priests would have to go to churches, like know where each church is at, and I would tell the priest where the church is.
Oh, thank you for telling me. But I'm more interested in getting a drink.
All right, you all got back. Say, hey, another question. Where's the nearest bar? Tavern. Both.
I can show you where the tavern is. I am intimately familiar with that location.
Oh. Okay, never mind. Anyone else want to do something? Or am I just the only one?
I don't have a plan here.
Oh, what time of day is it?
Right around noonish.
Alright.
It's a very light gray outside.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll tell you what, new friend. I should be done mending this gate pretty soon. Then I'll go grab some grub, and I can meet you at the bar,
Sure.
along with our priest friend.
Alright. So you guys start headed off to the North Look, which is the local inn and tavern.
North Look. Okay.
North Look.
Wow, that's super far away. It's like already nighttime there, wouldn't it?
No, it's
This whole
noon.
city is about 3,000 feet across. It takes a few minutes to get there.
Yeah, it's a half-mile diameter.
So look at the distance scale.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're starting at the southwest, so.
Yeah, it's 1,000 feet, or on the or no, it's like 2,000 feet.
2,500 feet, so like a 20-minute walk.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and Mick, I didn't quite catch what you were saying. Are you at the church, or are you with the
He's
arrival?
at the church.
At the church.
Okay.
Working as a physician, mending wounds, alleviating minor cases of frostbite, stuff like that.
All right.
This is a frostbite. Mwah.
Well, hey, we're going to the bar to share around with some new arrivals. You want to come with?
Yeah, I could use a warm drink.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're all going to the bar.
Everybody goes to the inn. Yeah. So those of you that are from around here, you guys take them to the North Look, as it is the inn and bar most frequently used by outsiders. You know, the caravans, adventurers, etc. All right, yeah. So you guys get there. I'm assuming getting food, etc.
Yeah, and also hearing what the news is in town.
Yeah.
Local gossip.
All right. Yeah. So as
Ooh,
you guys
wait.
are,
If something's being stealthy, like, who's all with us in the tavern?
Well, we gathered like half the town on our way to the tavern, and we're all just there drinking
Yeah.
now.
I think we can reasonably assume the entire party is in the tavern right now.
yeah, I'm assuming that you guys are all there.
Yeah.
Alrighty,
After
do
all, it's
I...
noon, about lunchtime.
Can I ask, like, okay, if something is moving around stealthily, what do I roll?
You don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I want to know if
Or
I'm
are
gonna
you
notice.
saying that you're moving stealthily?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. So
If
Cece,
something
you have a passive perception that's based on your perception stat. If something is trying to be stealthy and they're bad enough at it that you can see them, then the DM will tell you.
Correct.
Well, it has a +5.
Yep. If you look in the bottom left, your passive perception should be down there with a +5. I think that's a 13. Is that right?
It's
All right.
15 because it's a 10 plus.
10. Right. Not 8.
Right. So you guys are getting your lunch. Mostly it's made out of trout. The occasional odd scavenged vegetable. And you guys overhear at one of the nearby tables a couple of dwarves. They, by the sounds of it, they are lamenting a lost iron shipment. From the Dwarven Valley, just north of here.
All right.
Is that a rare thing to happen, or is it something that just happens, but it sucks when it happens?
Well, it sounds like it was lost to Yeti attack.
What happened to the people that were facilitating that transport?
Yeti attack, probably dead.
Yeah, you guys are just kind of listening in on them. You probably assume this is one of the survivors by how banged up he looks. Actually, Resna, you would recognize him. You probably treated him not an hour ago. But yeah, it looks like these guys were ambushed by a Yeti at the base of Kelvin's cairn as they were transporting an iron shipment.
Well, I'm the guy in town who always helps out, so I'm gonna pull my stool over there for a second. I'll be like, hey, I couldn't help but overhearing that you guys had some trouble with Yetis and an iron shipment.
Aye, you heard right. Lost the whole shipment. Without that iron, we're not going to be able to do much smithing here.
That does sound like a problem. What were you taking it on?
Sorry, repeat, Pete?
What were they taking it on is what I'm asking.
Transportation?
Yeah, did they have it on sleds?
Aye, we were using dog sleds, just going through the valley. Bit of a blizzard came in, A lot of low, heavy snow, and that's when it got us.
So
Ripped
then,
right through the caravan.
so then, what did you do? Did you have to lose the cargo, or did you lose the team and have to get out of there on foot? I hope not.
Aye, the three of us that got here, we just fucking booked it.
Jeez, it sounds like you're lucky to be alive.
Of course we're lucky. It's a damn Yeti.
Is that
well,
normal?
yeah, is
These
that?
these Yeti attacks. I asked the dwarves this. Is this normal around here to lose entire shipments and caravans to a Yeti attack?
Not normally. Not unless we're trespassing on the territory, but the route we are taking was... We use it almost every week.
Where is their usual territory?
It rather depends. Yeah, usually but higher terrain, spine of the world. We haven't really seen many by the cairn for a while, but I suppose the cairn itself would be a logical place.
Wow, you must have been very brave.
He looks at you at the implied insult.
No.
We fucking ran.
Still though, you got to see one.
Did they pursue you?
It
Or did
doesn't
they just
sound
stop with the
bad.
cargo?
We
Right
didn't
now,
really
these
look
dwarves
back,
are
but we know
surrounded
that
by all these people.
Ubak, he didn't make it back. We didn't see him.
Is it possible he's still out there? Did he have enough gear and provisions to survive this long, assuming the Yeti didn't get him?
Assuming the Yeti didn't get him? I don't see why not. It's only been maybe about a day.
But it was by the cairn that you lost the sled.
Yeah, about 2 miles from the base.
DM,
Yes?
with a 10 passive perception, what do I see around the bar?
You
People.
see people,
You see
adventurers,
Yeah,
some miners, locals, drinking, eating. It's lunchtime.
Yeah.
Everything you would expect to find at a bar.
Yeah, see, passive perception isn't really for that. It's for people trying to sneak up on you. So, like, if somebody's trying to do that, then, then you'll know.
Well, does anyone have a passive perception more than 30? 13, I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Who?
Cleric and a monk.
So you and Eldrin?
I have a passive perception of 20.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
There you
Then
go.
you would totally notice. Then the people who have one that's over, I guess, 13 would notice like a little white squirrel running around the ground, being stealthy, sniffing people's pockets.
Could I make an animal handling check?
Don't you dare.
Yeah,
Like,
sure,
is
make
it
an animal
hungry?
handling check.
Is it hungry? I'm like, maybe insight?
Okay,
Like,
try to insight what the squirrel is up to.
Alright.
Yeah, like,
Cece, what's the squirrel doing?
The squirrel is sniffing people's pockets to find something to... the squirrel's mind is like, shiny, shiny, shiny for master. Like, inside of his brain, like, what's he thinking?
I'm gonna totally misinterpret that as it wants food.
What? How do you want food for... Shiny for master? How is that food?
I'm gonna
That's not
offer
what
the
insight
squirrel some
does,
jerky.
Cece.
The squirrel's looking for something. They don't know that the squirrel is looking to steal something.
Yeah.
They don't read their thoughts. They see the action and infer an intention.
Yeah, I'm
Alright.
assuming based on animals.
Well, probably food.
Alright. If you're gonna offer the squirrel a piece of food, he's gonna look up at you like a little cute puppy dog and take it and munch on it like a little squirrel.
Yeah, and I'll smile.
And then he's going to try to. Would you, what's performance?
Charisma?
It's on your
Charisma
skill
skill?
list.
No, not my skill. The weasel skill.
Oh,
Well,
yeah. Let's see. Where's the stats?
Would that be more like acrobatics for a weasel?
it would be performance.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah. So performance is going to be a -3 for the squirrel, or a -4 for the
Right.
squirrel.
Minus. Oh yeah.
Yep.
So should I roll if I say that the weasel is going to like roll around like a wheel, like it's gonna grab its tail and like roll around like a ball? Do I roll that or?
Is it attempting to actually do anything, or is it just rolling around?
I'll roll around?
I think it's attempting to be adorable.
Attempting to be adorable.
Yeah, sure. Roll performance. It
Even if it
attempts to
fails,
grab its tail and roll around. It's mostly flopping around, but
either way, it's adorable. Fluffing around like a fish.
Oh, God, should I? I'm gonna misinterpret this again.
You dumb? How
Is
big
its
your
leg broken? Like, is it leaning? I'm done. I'm done.
This will
I'll
try.
leave it be.
Well, actually, if you all notice the squirrel, as soon as you leave it be, it scurries up to Corwin's leg and whatnot.
Interesting.
Alright, well, anyway, I've encountered yetis before. I'll see if I can recover the iron and find your friend.
if you could, we'd appreciate it.
I didn't catch your name, friend.
Wait, me or the dwarves?
The dwarves.
Dwarf.
My name's Haruna, and this is Korux and Storn.
Who is the guy who we're trying to rescue again? DM.
Yeah, 1 second.
I'm not saying that to them. That would be very rude.
I mean, I'll say it.
I'll say it. I'm not a charisma-based caster.
Ubok is the one that they're asking you to help find, along with the, dog sled of iron.
Alright.
So this.
I'm visiting with family right now, so that's why I'm kind of in and out. But just to let y'all know, my character is probably insulting all of you for your race, religion, or whatever it is because it's not good enough.
Ignore him. He's new here.
I would have pushed
He's
him
not
under the
high
cart so he got ran over on the way into
He's a
town.
high elf.
You know
I'm,
those, yeah,
I'm
you know those
mistaken for
elves,
some senile beggar.
they get one mug in them and they just go off the handle. Anyway, you have my word that I'll do my best to find Ubak. Whatever condition he may be in.
One of the dwarves is going to kind of nudge you and be like, "We'll pay you to." Oh my god, I was in Russian there.
Do it.
Do
Do it.
it.
Good to find Ubak.
We will pay you a gold to eliminate obnoxious elf.
How
We will
much
pay
gold?
you. We will pay you 50 rubles to get rid of the Thalmor.
Murder's illegal. You can't get caught doing that.
That's why I said get rid of, not murder.
No,
Exactly.
anything about them
Sometimes
is-
unfortunate things happen on ice sheets. Things such as Yeti attacks.
Sometimes dwarf have fishing accident. Sometimes they fall into ice and not come out.
Exactly. You understand where Storm is
Lord,
coming from.
Wouldn't he hate me since I'm half elf? Because if he's like a high elf, then that means like he's like, ooh, an elf and a human got together. Bleh.
I mean, probably.
Like, this guy just hates everyone who isn't him.
Yeah. But he might super hate me or something. I probably
Alright,
just
well-
roll my eyes.
joking aside, he does not actually seriously ask you to murder your
Oh, come
companion.
on.
So, DM, I need to ask. Like, there's still a difference in terms of light between like day and night. Like, it's just cloudy out, right?
Yeah. For those of us that live in the northern hemisphere and those of us who don't see snow that often, the brightest that it gets around here is noon when you have an overcast sky and solid snowfall.
Right.
So it's kind of that light gray color.
So it's like 30 minutes after night for me, where everything's still pretty dark, but you can see.
It's like this.
Oh, that's a beautiful day.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Actually,
Oh,
exactly
you can
like
see
that.
You can see
Oh,
through it.
okay.
It's not like a foggy day.
All right, well, we'll set out tomorrow at first light. If any of you would like to join me, you're welcome to.
I was
Sure,
about to
this
say, hope you don't plan on going alone, friend.
Wait, tomorrow?
course
He's
not.
already been out there a day. Do we want to wait that long?
yeah, dude.
Well, it's already noon tonight. Well, actually, how far is it? Like, would
Said
that
it was
be
2 miles.
A couple
Oh,
miles.
2 miles? Oh, never mind then.
Let me break up my approach.
So this like cute little girl almost like she looks like let's
Okay,
say
from
18.
Britton Shandar to Kelvin's Cairn, based on the map you posted before, is close to 10 miles.
It shouldn't take more than 3 or 4 hours to get there, determine whether he's alive or
Yeah,
not.
the
If he is
distance I
alive,
gave
fine.
at first was me goofing.
So Pete.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
the
Based on
street.
the location he gives you, it is about 10 miles.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
That's
Right
a
by-
bit much.
yeah.
Well, that was my thinking of that we should leave tomorrow because it might not be good to sit out now and then get caught out
During
there
the
in the
night.
dark.
Yeah.
At this
I-
point, if he survives, he's gonna have to make his own way to survive the night.
Yeah.
Chances of him surviving go down dramatically if we make him wait
Yeah.
through another night.
His best chance, by far, is if we leave now.
You know, it's possible that he might have. It's probable that he's making his way back to town on foot right now. So we might
That is-
run into him if we set out now.
That is
That's
assuming
true.
he
Yeah.
goes the right direction.
It's also, he might be injured. He might
Yeah.
have injured colleagues with him, perhaps.
Well, they didn't say that they lost anyone else.
No, just him.
Okay. I wasn't sure on that. All right.
Yeah.
Well, he still might be injured.
I'll join you. What's your name? So this woman that first approached you is still like next to you, and she's asking Tuna his name.
I'm Tuna.
What a wonderful name. My name is Corwin.
Ah,
So you only have a perception of what?
10.
So you wouldn't see the weasel.
See,
You wouldn't notice the weasel on my leg.
see.
What?
I handle stuff like that.
I don't know.
Right.
I'm
So I
trying
would
to ask.
suggest that we head out now.
Right. Does anybody here know how to drive a team?
Know how to drive a sled if that's what you're asking.
That's what I
Yeah.
mean. Do you have one?
Yeah. I don't have one.
How much are those, Gilbert?
Could we rent one?
I'm prepared to go on foot if necessary.
Same.
I mean,
I'm prepared to go on foot, but if he's injured, he might not be able to make it back on foot all the way.
I can see if I can get a or a sled from a merchant caravan that's not out right now. Shouldn't be gone more than a day, should we?
If
Let's
he's
see.
injured and I find him, he won't need to worry about being immobile.
It would be better to be faster.
True.
We could carry him out, but it would slow us down.
Yeah.
If we
Also,
can get him on a
there are how
sled.
many of us? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on a sled. That's not going to fit.
So, those of you guys who are locals would know that empty sled, 20 gold pieces with the with a sled dog, which is 50 gold pieces, it can pull 360 pounds. Something important of note. The dog sled needs to take a short rest about every hour of travel.
All right. Given how many of us there are, I think we should just set out on foot.
Yeah.
It's going to take too long to get that kind of transportation together. We should just leave now.
Yeah. Dog sleds are very much a smaller scale transportation stuff, or to assist in pulling your gear.
Agreed. And Aldrel leaves the bar.
I mean, we could see if one of them is willing to cough up a dog sled to carry their
We
back.
need one dog sled. We need several to carry all of us.
Yeah, but we're not using it for us. We're using it for him.
He's not going to need it, according to Aldro. So
Oh,
if we're going
okay.
on foot, then we should just go on foot. Speaking of which, does anyone not have snowshoes? I don't think Corwin does.
I don't plan on touching the snow.
Yeah, Kakra doesn't need them. Does anyone else not have snowshoes?
I mean, I would assume that I have snowshoes.
Well, you have to buy them, and I
That's
don't
not
think
an
we spend money
assumption.
on
That's a money thing. And you spend all your money on acquiring your familiar.
How much are snowshoes again?
2 gold.
All right, I'm gonna buy snowshoes real quick.
Why I don't have the luxury of snowshoes.
All right. Well, you do now. I just bought you a pair, so put that in your inventory. Just write snowshoes. They weigh 4 pounds. All right, well, with
Okay.
that, I think we should be ready to set out.
All right.
Oh, let me get my traveling pack right quick. That'll take about a minute.
All right. You guys kind of break up, grab some snowshoes, gather whatever equipment you need, and are you guys meeting up by the north gate or?
Yeah, that would be the way to the cairn, right?
I would ask
That would
Tuna.
be.
He knows the lay of the land more than Aldrel
Yeah.
would.
Yeah, it would be, right?
It would be.
Okay, then that's where we'll go.
All right. Yeah, it's about 20 minutes past where you guys gather what you need, and you all meet back up at the north gate.
Awesome.
You can see a couple of the guards looks to be almost kind of marching in place, trying to keep themselves warm. Wind is really bitter today, coming off the glacier.
I breathe it in deeply.
You kind of start coughing a bit because it's really dry air.
Even better.
I'm just going to pull my collar up a little bit more.
By the way, with all this winter gear on, this is what Aldrel kind of looks like.
I don't see him.
Precisely.
Oh, he looks like a tree. I get it. He's an awakened tree.
That's right. All right.
The cold's fine, but this winter sucks.
It is worth pointing out, you guys would have seen it in the bar, because you got close to him, that he is a white dragonborn.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Yeah, Tuna is a Triton, obviously.
What's a trident?
I had horns.
Fish elf.
Fish people. They're not elves.
Yeah, I have horns. I had a mask, but, horns kind of give it away.
Yeah.
And the wings in the back, the black ashen wings. Contrasted by the white long coat. Yeah.
And I'm guessing Kakra is an Aarakocra.
Yeah.
I'm I'm always amazed that you guys never start off by describing what you guys look like.
We don't
never
see
asked
this,
us
you see.
So I probably should have mentioned this, like Gilbert said, but Ryla is a female Asmar that has put minimal effort into passing for a human. It's really just wearing heavy clothing when she's outside and a scarf.
All right. So you guys are at the north gate and ready to go out. Do you all advance onto the snowdrifts?
I think we do.
So
Yeah.
I can
Sure.
I can scout ahead, like just fly up and then just like keep an eye out.
All right. How high are you flying?
You should fly low. It's not a good thing
Keep
if you
within
lose
300
control.
feet of the head of the party.
Yeah, don't get out of sight.
Below 300 feet, you said. So
Within
maybe just
300 feet of the whoever's head of the party at the moment.
okay.
Because
So
I assume
maybe
we're walking, so whoever's in front, keep within 300 feet of him.
So maybe like 200 feet out in front and 50 feet up.
Okay.
Is Tuna leading us?
I was going to ask about that, actually. Aldril, you've been out on the snowdrifts before, right?
Once or twice. I've been taking point.
Yeah, would you?
Not at all. And I'll need you with me because you know the lay of the land more. But
Yep.
you know
I
the
can
general
direct.
direction to go.
Yeah.
But I have no problem taking the lead.
Yeah. Mechanically, I would like for him to roll survival with me helping him.
Okay.
I'll be bringing up the rear if it's relevant.
Actually, yeah. Post me that marching order.
I'd like to be actually in the front as well. We're in the open, wide area, so I think we can do that easy.
Oh, sure.
I'll be
Yeah.
in the back.
The inverted Tuscan Raider March. They walk side by side to pronounce their numbers.
Yep.
It's probably just more like a really loose tactical column. Just people staggered.
Mm-hmm. Sounds about right.
Well, people tend to walk single file in the snow so that the people in the front can make a path for people in the back.
Precisely. But you guys like doing it the hard way.
Yeah, hey, why would you do anything the easy way?
We do also
Yeah,
have
build character.
snowshoes that will make it
We
easier.
also have snowshoes.
Very true.
We're all just walking in wedge formation. Nobody's
right.
breaking snow for anyone. We're all just pushing in each other's way.
Oh, wait, who is... Yeah, okay, and then Kakra is our scout about 300 feet ahead.
Yep.
All right. On foot with snowshoes, about half a mile an hour. All right. Aldril? How do you pronounce that again?
Aldril.
Aldril. If you would mind giving me a survival check at advantage as to assisting you. All right. Yeah, you guys are staying on point for now. And you keep walking and walking, and it's beginning to grow darker and darker out. Currently, it looks to be about 4. It has been going for about 4 hours. And have made it. See, 4 hours is 2 miles. You have made it 2 miles, and it is starting to grow dark. You can begin to see that aurora borealis effect kind of growing in the sky.
Oh, then is it really dark, technically?
So
No, it's not really dark yet. It's just getting there.
So
You
it's
guys maybe
starting
have
to
another
feel like
hour of sunlight.
2 miles out, we should be nearing Targos, right?
what was it, 10 miles
Well,
originally?
I
made
thought we
2
were going
miles.
the other way. We would be going northeast towards Kelvin's Cairn.
We were going
Mhm.
out the north gate on the
Yep.
north pass, not the east gate.
So, once we're out of the city, we could just go in a straight line.
Yep.
Alright.
You don't have to follow a road.
Yeah, I assume you guys were making the direct route based on what you gave me.
If we were on the road, we may not even have needed snowshoes.
This is true. The road is also significantly less direct. Yeah, so you guys have started to make it about with the track about 2.5 miles. You guys make it kind of avoiding some of the hills. And yeah, you guys have about an extra hour of light.
Okay.
You guys just keep going?
Yeah, until we basically get in the full day of marching that we're able to.
Alright. Yeah, you guys keep going as the sun begins to set. Any hint of warmth that the sun was once providing fading rather quickly as it begins to get colder and colder. You guys continue to trudge underneath the Aurora Borealis that shimmers above your heads. Till eventually, this would be right about 10 hours. I shouldn't say 10. I'm messing up my math here. 8 hours into your walk, you guys reach what looks to be a space in between a couple of the snowbanks. And you can see here. Sorry, I keep breaking up.
Is this the Dwarven
MCU.
Valley?
Yeah, from here, you guys can kind of see off vaguely in the distance what looks to be Kelvin's cairn from behind the snowdrift that you guys have emerged from. You have been now hiking 8 hours.
Okay.
We've been like keeping a lookout for this guy or an abandoned sled or anything like that. We didn't find any of that.
Nope, you have not spotted it yet.
I'd like to take advantage of the gorilla feature and survey the environment for advantageous features to set up camp.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, give me a survival check. Alright, given that the winds, the really cold ones especially, tend to be coming off of the Raga Glacier to the east, you would probably want to dig your shelter into the snow on one of these kind of hills and snowbanks between you and those glaciers.
All right.
You know, kind of using a lot of the drift as a makeshift shield against it.
I'll offer that as a suggestion for camp.
Yeah. I'm carrying a tent, but it only fits 2 people.
As am I.
Excellent.
I
Did
also
anybody
have
else think... Okay, we have 3 tents. Is there a 4th one?
Well, there's what, 7 of us, right?
Yeah, so if one person can fit into a 2-person... Or 3 people can fit in a 2-person tent, then we're all set.
I can
6
sleep
people
outside if
sleep, one takes
necessary.
watch.
Yeah.
No, we
Yeah,
have one
actually.
person outside at a time.
Yeah,
Shift whoever's on watch.
Yeah.
That's true. We could just hot bunk it.
We'll sleep in shifts.
Yep. So following Resnia's direction, we set up our 3 tents on the leeward side of a snowdrift.
All right.
I don't think anyone would want Gregor to be in their tent, though.
He'll have to be in someone's tent.
Don't want him to freeze to death. That'd be
Oh,
bad.
We can
I
have-
tent either.
I do not see how you people can stand it.
Yeah,
You can
personally,
have
I
2 people on
wouldn't mind
watch.
him freezing to death, but that would be a
Yeah,
little weird.
Gregor, your toes are cold. So's your nose.
Well, Gregor, I'd kind of want you kind of put one of my draconic mitts on your shoulder, and just kind of lean down and say, "Oh, you don't have to sleep in a tent. You can stay outside all night if you want to. I won't stop you."
We can't hear you.
Yeah, my friend, you can sleep in my tent if you're willing to be amicable. Or if you want, you can sleep in the ground.
I will. Very well. I will not say a word of this.
I can
And he
imagine
kind
the
of
gestures he's
his
making.
hand,
Disgusted
waved his
gestures.
hand towards the big lizard that touched him.
The big lizard and the big fish.
Yeah.
It's not gonna last long enough.
Oh, don't forget the horned devil.
And the half elf.
Oh, he dislikes you the most.
See, I told you. I told you.
A half elf. You're a half breed. You're not even worthy of the elven blood that flows through your veins.
See, I told you you'd probably hate me the
He's
most.
probably said that a couple of times already.
Yeah, I just rolled my eyes.
Out of curiosity, how does he feel about the Azamar?
Doesn't like them, but they never show themselves from their damn trees, so they're fine.
Azamar.
Holy shit, that was racist.
I'm taking one drink too many.
This guy
Yeah,
was in
he. I,
like Forgotten Realms, Vietnam.
I told you this character is gonna be kind of racist.
It's kinda.
He's a high elf, pure blood. He thinks of everyone as beneath him.
Oh, Life's gonna check him real soon, real quick. Oh no. I'll take first watch.
He is not overly hostile to anyone, but the way he talks is kind of aggressive. And
Alright, I'll take second. Who wants third?
I'll take fourth.
I'll take third.
I'll take one.
Whisk is going to take first watch with Resno.
No, we should only have one person out at a time.
I think that's a squirrel.
It's a squirrel.
Oh, the squirrel, yeah.
It probably wants more food.
He probably wants more food.
Before we all bunk down, I will go ahead and cast Goodberry, hand them out, and apologize for the bland flavor, but at least it doesn't taste like more tuna.
Ooh.
Thank
Also,
you.
I take offense to
Or
that.
salmon. Or
That's
whatever they
better.
serve around here.
Trout, I believe.
It is a trout, yes.
Thank
You're
you,
about to
Ray.
get tasted tuna if you keep talking like that.
How do you
I
pronounce
got the
that?
tea fish right.
Is it Rayla or Ryla?
Ryla.
Alright, well, I'm not going to eat it, but I'll save it. What is it called?
Yeah, it'll be good for about a day.
You should eat that. It'll keep you full.
Just
Okay, I'll
foul creatures. He is mumbling to himself.
He just like
Probably can't hear
grabs
what he's
it,
saying,
like,
but I can make some implications.
probably grabs it in a huff and be like, fine. DM, I just want to clarify, like, the thing is that, like, the weasel is always stealthy. Like, he's gonna always try and stealth.
Okay.
So should I roll that, or should I
No.
just say it? Okay.
I'll just assume.
Okay.
I will just assume it's running at an average stealth, so yeah.
Yep. Cece, this is the things that you can do with your squirrel.
Bruh, that's a lot.
Yeah. Well, that's the Find Familiar spell. They can do a lot. You can also make them appear and disappear. You can communicate with them telepathically.
Oh, that's awesome! Okay.
Yep. Have to be within 100 feet for that, though.
Well, we're in 100 feet.
What?
We're
Yeah.
in 100 feet right now.
Let's see, you can like go into a trance to see through its eyes, but it makes you blind when you do that. And you can. This doesn't really apply to you because you don't have pretty much any spell casting, but if you did, you could cast spells through it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, you only have cantrips though, and they're not really going to matter for that.
So I use cantrips whenever I want.
Whenever you want, you
Yeah.
can use mending in Mage Hand whenever you want, however many times you want.
You know, I just realized something. I didn't take any fire magic.
Well,
Oh,
what
that's
is
okay. I got a fire starter.
what is Razna?
But
What is Razna?
Like-
Hmm?
What is Razna?
Oh, I'm a tiefling.
Oh,
Got horns and wings. Got blonde hair. Like coat.
all right, yeah. You guys begin to settle down for your long rest. Each one of you taking, well, I should say each one of you, Resna, Tuna, Ryla, and Aldril. Adril, fuck. God damn those double A's. Double A batteries. You guys take your watches. And it kind of goes through this long, extremely chilly night. And when it gets to about halfway through your watch, Ryla, I need you to make a perception check.
Oh boy. Perception is no bonuses. Hey, mediocrity.
All right. You don't notice anything in particular outside of the aurora above you and the howling, chilling winds kind of, moving between these two snowdrifts that you guys have camped between. And then your watch ends.
And now his watch is ended.
Now his watch has ended. And as the cloudy sky begins to lighten ever so slightly, your first long rest here in Icewind Dale has come to a close.
that wasn't so bad.
Okay.
Your toes are cold, your nose is cold, but hey, you haven't died of frostbite.
So Gilbert, those dwarves mentioned where they were coming from with that iron, right? Where was that again?
That would be the Dwarven Valley. Just about
Another day's march or so. Looking at the map.
Not really even a full day's march. It's only about, you'd estimate, maybe 3 to 4
5,
miles
6
away. Would get you to about the region they were telling you about.
Right.
Bit about a 6-hour trot, maybe a little more, maybe less.
So there in
know.
the valley is probably where they lost the sled. I'm guessing.
That would sound about right.
You didn't run into the guy walking out of there heading towards town. So we should probably head through there and hope that we'll find the sled and their friend, scrolling up, Ubak.
Ubak. Kakra, can you just take a look around? Make sure it didn't pass around us in the night.
Yeah. So I just take a quick look around, fly by.
How high are you flying?
Not very high, like 10, 15 feet.
Okay, you don't really see much. It looks almost the exact same from if you were on the ground.
Was it snowing overnight?
Very lightly.
Alright, so it wouldn't be terribly hard to notice if he came by and made deep prints, but it's also...
Well, there's also the fact we didn't really hide our camp. We just put it on the
No, we didn't.
side of a hill. Like, we were fairly obvious.
We probably would have had fires lit. He would have been able to see us in the night.
True, yeah, we probably had a fire.
Mm-hmm.
How good is the visibility today?
Give me a survival check.
Oh
All of
boy.
us? Or
I didn't know that my checks can determine the weather, but I like this.
It's more that you have asked a question that has an important answer.
Oh, okay.
so our mission is to find Ubak and the Iron Ship.
Hey, I rolled well.
18. So, visibility for now looks clear, but as you kind of climb up one of these snow mountains, get a good view of your, surrounding landscape, you can see what looks to be a rather large storm front coming off of the sea of moving ice.
Ooh.
Looks like it's going to be a blizzard.
Yeah, that's no good. Do I know if we would be sheltered from that inside the Dwarven Valley?
I mean, it might partially shelter us, but it's not going to protect us from a full blizzard unless there's caves.
Yeah, like we'll be out of the wind, but it's still going to be hard to see and very cold.
Precisely. The valley, though, would reduce at least some aspects of the dangers of a blizzard.
So we should double time it to try and get to this Ubak, and then try and get back to the... How far out does the blizzard look? Like, is it way off on the horizon, or is it maybe a couple hours out?
With a survival check like that, a couple hours out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say we
like
either...
If you guys go now, it's cutting it tight.
All right. Well, then we'd better hustle it to the valley because we don't want it to
time
come
to waste.
out in the open.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's double time it over there then.
Before Cocker takes the skies to be our scout again, I do tell him that if we're caught out in a blizzard or a squall, you should get lower and closer to us to regain sight lines. Don't allow yourself to disappear into the blizzard. We might never find you.
Yeah, I'll be at my standard height and distance, plus I can't see you. Then I'll just find you.
I will
Well,
hand
I mean, your standard distance is 50 feet up and 300 feet away?
200.
200.
I will hand a coil of rope to whoever's taking the front, and I will hold the back end, and we should either hold on or tie ourselves off as we feel necessary.
Yeah.
That's a
Just so
really
we don't
good
get
idea.
separated.
Let's hold on to the rope.
I was gonna say something. You took my idea. I was
I'm going
scared
to
say
tie
it.
myself off at the end.
I basically tie it to the back of my belt so that I'm like the
I was
head
about to
of the
say
rope.
belt loop.
Yep, I'm gonna belt loop it.
Yeah.
I tie 250 feet of rope to me.
That's too much.
Yeah.
If we run out of
That's
rope,
gonna
I
be
have another
heavy.
50-foot long coil.
Yeah. Actually, I have a climber's kit. I'll hook it to that.
Ah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'll just hold on to it for now.
Yeah, so after we situate the rope issue, given the blizzard coming, we move out.
All right.
I say we should double
Oh
time it.
no! We have a rope.
Yeah, and we double time it. We move quickly. Fast movement speed instead of normal.
Right,
Yep.
right. You guys are trying to cover a mile in an hour in snowshoes. Alrighty.
It's not going to be pretty, but it's manageable.
It's faster
Yeah.
than not in snowshoes.
You guys start hauling ass
Yeah.
across the snow drifts. After about 2 hours, the blizzard begins to sweep down on you guys.
Is Cocker able to fall back to us and get line of sight?
Yeah.
Yes, he would be able to with this advanced warning.
Yeah, Cockrell, you should grab the rope and stay in ranks with us. I don't
Yeah.
want you getting lost in the storm.
Okay. I do that then.
Whoever's nearby should also hold on to anybody who's only holding onto the rope.
Yeah, I'm gonna
If you
put
haven't tied
Whisk
yourself
in-
off, you can still get pulled away from it.
Yeah, I'm gonna put Whisk in my jacket.
You can also dismiss him, like just make him disappear.
Oh. But don't I have to cast something else for it?
Nope. As long as you have, unless he dies, you can disappear him and bring him back whenever you want.
Yep,
Oh.
as an action.
It's like a
Okay,
vacation home.
alright then I'll make him disappear for now. All of a
Alright.
sudden, this white furry blob just poof. You know, I don't know if anyone can even see him, so.
Not if he's disappeared.
No, yeah.
Well,
Basically, you put them in a pocket dimension. It's like a hammer
Yeah.
space.
No, the people who did see them, the people who could see him, all of a sudden saw him poof.
Sure.
I probably was paying attention to the other characters.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
kind of busy up on point. Anyway, yeah, so we keep moving. We move through the blizzard.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys keep on moving. As the blizzard sweeps down, the howling winds overcoming even the sounds of your own footfalls as you trudge through the snow.
I do, like, every
And
like,
as you're
100 feet or so, look behind me to make sure like the rope hasn't broken and everyone's still in line.
Yep. As you're checking, you do see that your limit on sight is maybe only about 30 feet that you can really see clearly.
So
the
beyond
s-
30
the
feet, it's
snowflake.
heavily obscured.
Yeah.
I
Basically, if it's beyond 30 feet, you're going to have a hard time seeing it. The snowfall has gotten very heavy. And Kara,
Kaka.
Kakra, thank you.
Kaka.
Kakra.
Signal.
How high are you flying up?
I'm down on the rope now.
Okay. I
yeah, we
wasn't
pulled
sure
them
if
in when the
okay.
blizzard hit.
Yep.
Very good, very good. Yeah. Yeah, you kind of pull your wings in. It's yeah, you know you don't want to be flying in that kind of weather. All right.
Ooh, nice make.
So, if you could make a wisdom survival check for me, Aldril.
Yep.
Can I help him?
Can I help?
I'm going to go with no, as it wouldn't actually assist given the circumstances.
Fair enough. I will be, casting guidance and praying to my lady for help here.
All right. All right. Yeah, you feel like you're staying on course.
Excellent.
How loud is the blizzard so far?
Howling. Like, for you guys to communicate with each other, you're having to shout.
Mm.
Does
Are there
Ryla
any-
have torches?
Would it be possible to light a torch in this blizzard?
Yeah.
Are you attempting to light a torch?
I will.
All right, you produce an open flame. And as you light your torch, it is blown out.
All right,
Can
all's worth a
I
shot.
can I try to body block the wind with all my shit and then light the torch, or would that be too much to do with lighting the torch?
Problem as soon as you expose it to the wind, it's going to go out again.
Why do you
Yeah.
want
We could probably do it if it's we all huddle.
Well,
There's the
it's more. I was thinking along the lines of, I don't have any torches in my pack, but if I had a lit torch and the guy in our last guy had a lit torch, anybody in the middle would be able to keep track of where we are and make sure they don't get lost, like a lighthouse.
Well, the
We
next
have
time.
a-
Anyone
Anyone
knows?
that can
Anyone
cast
have
light?
anyone have the light cantrip?
Did you take the light cantrip, Corwin?
No.
Pity.
Gilbert, do I
I
know
did
of any
Mage Hand
relevant
and
everything's
Mend.
cold and this weather sucks shanties that caravans would use to keep a cadence of some sort?
Yes, there is actually a hiking song called "Everything's Cold and It Sucks."
I would like to belt that out so people can hear us if we start getting separated.
Man,
I got Mage Hand and Mending.
patrolling Icewind Dale makes me wish for a nuclear summer.
I'd like to join him in singing, but in the Aarakocra language, so it just sounds like bird noises to you.
Actually, yeah, you would speak Orin, right?
Yes.
Yeah, your words are almost resonating with the wind of the blizzard.
I'd like to attempt to sing along in Orin because I can speak Primordial.
Your words are also resonating with the wind.
Interesting.
What does that mean?
I'm whistling a jaunty marching tune.
All right, yeah.
Like,
You
like
guys-
this honestly
Cohen's
isn't
just
that bad.
looking. Cohen's just looking at you guys like, what the fuck is going on?
This band of merry adventurers whistle, sing, and march their way through a blizzard. After about an hour and a half of this heavy snowfall, Audril, you think you see what looks to be the opening of a valley, or at least some kind of shelter.
That's it.
I head in that direction.
All right.
Are there any signs of a presence here recently? Like discarded trash?
Make a perception check at disadvantage. Not that you see right now.
Okay.
Yeah, by the looks of it, you guys have had about 4 inches of snow in the last hour. Roughly. You do notice that. All right, yeah, so you guys kind of continue into this valley. And as everyone kind of gets down here and gets, farther enough in, descending about 80 feet, the wind is a lot less howling. So you guys can now begin to kind of hear as normal, but the snow is still falling rather heavily.
Less wind, though, right?
Much less wind.
Can I check to see if there's any tracks then? Because it wouldn't have been as disturbed by the wind.
Please do make a perception check. Or a wisdom survival check.
I'll go with perception. And I'm also, again, going to be asking for guidance from my lady.
I will quit yelling my song so that Aldrel can concentrate.
Yes, you can kind of see a series of relatively oval-shaped imprints kind of moving between where you guys are and farther into the valley. You could surmise that that's probably deep footprints that were kind of beginning to fill up.
So they're going into the valley, the same direction we're currently headed.
You can't really make front or back of the foot, but you can tell that there is definitely a trail here of what looks to be about 3 pairs of footprints.
How big are they?
3 pairs, you said.
3 pairs.
Okay, so these are probably the 3 survivors then. I'd tell that to the party.
How big are they?
Roughly humanoid. Medium-sized humanoid.
And Yetis are typically thought to be larger than humanoid.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you've heard stories of Yetis picking up, Goliaths with one hand.
Think great northern apes, but white and mean.
They're not so bad once you get to know them.
Anyway, I let the party know, got some tracks. Looks to be the 3 survivors that we met in town. Keep your eyes peeled for Ubak or any Yeti. And I proceed deeper in.
Yeah.
Should we yell so that Ubak can find us, or should we stay quiet so the Yeti doesn't?
The latter.
I think we should be quiet from here on out.
If we do meet a Yeti, let me handle it.
Okay. I will let you handle it. And if the Yeti handles you, well, I'll make sure to
We'll
let the
handle
town
it.
know what happened. But yeah, I think at this point we're moving at half speed, following these tracks, trying to remain stealthy.
Very good.
All right. If you guys could all make me stealth checks.
Is stealth something I would be able to ask for guidance on?
I'm going to go with, in this circumstance, no. This is a bit more prolonged.
Okay.
Like, if you were trying to be sneaky to, like, say, cross the opening of a corridor or get past a...
I understand. I got it.
Right.
That's a flat roll with proficiency for me.
Oof.
It's still a 15. It's not the worst in the party.
Yeah, Tuna, your plate is kind of screeching against itself in the cold.
Yeah, it'll do that.
All right. And as you guys kind of keep advancing and crest a bit of a ridge, you can see fairly plainly in front of you, inside of a small gully, a snow-covered, dismembered corpse. Snow covering much of what you would likely assume to be the gory bits, but a headless torso and severed limbs are still visible amongst the snow. You can also make out some very plain tracks all around the corpse,
Okay.
and what looks to be a pair of grooves stretching off away from the site.
I'd like to, real quickly, just poke through his pockets, see if there's any
Before you advance, I
identification.
stop you. I grab you and I say, hold on. And I look around to see if there's anything about to ambush us walking over to that body.
Make a perception check?
Can I get guidance on this one?
Yes.
Oops, that's supposed to be a D4. Do you want me to re-roll the D4?
Nah, that's fine.
Okay. Sorry. Finger missed the 4.
All good. You rolled within the D4, so it's fine by me. Yeah, you look around. You don't see anything that would indicate an ambush.
Okay. I move forward with Ryla to give him cover.
And I will poke around through his pockets, look for some kind of identification, affiliation.
Well, yeah, as you kind of poke through there, you don't find much. There appears to be no valuables really left on the body. At least what body there is left.
Was he an orc?
I ask, Ubak, is that, or I ask Ryla, is that Ubak or somebody else?
Can't tell. Is it dwarf-sized?
Give me a medicine check.
Also, you said the torso is headless. Is the head nearby?
And give me an investigation check. So, 1 medicine, 1 investigation. Medicine from Rilla, investigation from Aldril.
I'm more concerned about making sure we don't get, snuck up on.
Yeah.
If it's not immediately obvious, I'm not looking that hard.
Yeah. Ryla, you think this is, at least based on what you can tell from the frozen skin tone and the bits of the body that are identifiable, this was probably a dwarf. The rib cage has been ripped open. Looks like all the internal organs have been consumed. There's body parts all over a roughly 10-foot radius.
Am I able to identify whether this person was male or female?
Yeah, by the pelvis bone, it would appear to be male.
This might have been Ubak. It's definitely a male dwarf in the right area, killed by a yeti, from the looks of it, unless there's some kind of wolves that have gotten very particular about slicing open ribs before eating. I suppose a bear could have done that too.
Can I take a look at the body? I'd like to determine the cause of death, and whether it was caused by claws, weapons, magic, that type of thing.
By all means, go ahead. I will help in this investigation.
All right, yeah. Give me
Diagnosis doesn't work.
give me another medicine check.
Advantage from the help.
Indeed. Based on some of the damage that you see along the shoulder, it looks like the arm was ripped off. And as for markings on some of the bones that you can make out, tooth or claw marks.
Okay, so probably yetis, not somebody impersonating yetis. Do I see the sled of iron nearby?
You do not, but you do make note of a pair of grooves in the snow.
Yeah.
Stretching away.
Tuna, you said you know Yeti, right?
Yes, I do.
Do they have a use for iron?
But I know that.
You have never known Yetis to make use of tools. At least nothing more complex than a whacking stick on occasion.
Yeah, I don't know what Yetis would want with iron.
DM, how old does this body look? Just based off of our 2 medicine checks so far and how much snow's piled on top of it given the recent weather.
36 to 48 hours.
Day and a half to 2 days ago. So it's possible this guy was killed after running away from the initial Yeti attack.
The 2 tracks, I think, indicate more that this is the initial attack site. And someone or something took the iron. And if it was the Yetis, Tuna says that's out of character. You may not have just Yetis here.
Those tracks are leading away from the site, so that's probably the direction the sled went, right?
That's my thinking. I'm thinking we should follow the sled tracks.
My thinking is the Yetis didn't take the sled. My thinking is the Yetis pulled the dwarf off of the sled and ate him, and then the team ran away with the sled. Which is probably what I would do.
Perhaps. In either case, we've found Ubek, but the other part of the mission was to recover the sled. So we still need to find it.
Yeah.
Gilbert, are there any religious rituals that I would know of for people who are killed in the field?
Well, wait, what do we usually do with our dead here?
Yeah, would people normally just leave this body where it is, try to bury it?
Dwarves still follow typical dwarven burial customs, but up here in the north, typically speaking, it's preferred to cremate. if possible. If
How
not,
are we gonna do that?
the difficulty to acquire fuels at times. Just burying deep in the snow works.
Well, if you stand back, I can use Sacred Fire to, destroy the body at least in a religiously sanctified manner.
Wait, before you do that, is he carrying anything like distinct? Like
Yeah, is he
anything,
carrying anything?
anything identifiable?
Ryla searched.
Or is it
right?
just
I
what did
already
you
did
find?
search for any identification or identifying.
You don't find anything.
All right. Well, if we find his head, he might
Corn
have something there.
Cohen will walk up to Aldrel and be like, "What you find?"
A dead dwarf.
Damn.
And then
So we're going
whoosh,
after the Yeti?
Sacred Flame.
Whoa. On what?
The dead body.
Oh.
Am I able to reduce it to ashes?
You are.
Okay. I would like to scoop up these ashes and bring them with me.
I will
Alright.
assist with that if possible.
What was that, Ra?
I'll assist with that if possible.
Okay.
We do need to get moving before
I'm just grabbing like a fistful of it, shoving it into a sack, like a small little bag. I'm not grabbing all of it. Enough, basically, that if these guys really want to get him resurrected, they can. But not enough. But we don't need the whole amount of ashes.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. You gather that. This whole process takes maybe about 20 minutes.
Okay. And I think we start following the sled tracks.
Alright.
Unless someone else has got any ideas of what you want to do before we leave this area.
No, I think we would follow the sled tracks.
How old do these sled tracks look? The body was a day and a half to 2 days. Was the sled taken around the same time, or was that taken a lot more recently?
The sled tracks are not nearly as buried as the tracks that you followed to the site.
Are there any other tracks in the area that would indicate something else came to the sled before us?
Give me another perception check.
Am I able to help with this?
Yeah, can we do just a police line and then around
you
this
guys-
area?
Yeah, you guys notice that kind of scattered amongst these grooves are a mass of small tracks. Maybe about 4 to 6 individuals.
Are we talking like dog-sized or gnome-sized or what?
Goblin? Kobold?
The tracks are distinctly oval shaped. So definitely not a canid. Definitely a biped.
Right. Okay.
What's a canid?
Dog.
Canine dogs.
Oh, canine.
Canid is a different tense of the word canine.
It
All right.
refers more broadly to dogs, wolves, coyotes, that kind of thing.
How much longer do we think this storm would last?
Couple more hours, you guys think?
Is the sled tracks leading back into the storm?
The sled tracks are leading to the southeast. They would, by the looks of this, take you up a snowdrift and out of the valley.
Well, I think we. I mean, that's the only clue we got, guys. I think we better follow them.
Well, we'll be a bit more stealthier with this snow covering us.
Hopefully. Unless you got some type of like thermographic vision.
Well, then we're fucked if that's the case.
Can I activate my stealth?
And yeah, I think we just do what we did before for again, but with blizzard conditions. So Kakra is again ground bound.
Are you guys still hauling ass, or?
I'm gonna say I would suggest we go at a normal pace.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
not.
The storm should give us some cover stealth wise, but that at least this way we're not crashing into something in front of us.
Yeah, we're also looking for the sled.
Also, in case it becomes irrelevant, I'm going to undo the rope from my belt loop and just wrap it around my wrist a couple times so I can let go if I need to, but it won't be hard to hold on to. 'Cause if combat breaks out and we're all tied to the same rope, that could be a problem.
Right.
I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna copy off of Ryla.
I have mine on what's probably effectively a carabiner attached to like a harness that I'm wearing, so I can just detach it if I need to.
Yeah, if you have something that's easy to remove, then that's a better idea, but I don't have something that's easy to move and not a problem if I lose.
We'll have to buy you climbing harnesses.
I just tie a slip knot through one of my belt loops, so I can
Metal.
quick release it if necessary.
All right. Right, yeah. So you guys begin to follow these tracks. Give me a survival check.
Is this a thing where I can get guidance, or is it too long?
I would say this is too long.
Is it something that assistance can be offered?
Yes, assistance can be offered to this.
Oh, I think I'll go with the 21.
All right, yeah. You guys are able to follow the tracks. At a couple of points, even make a logical inference, and it looks like skipping a large, unnecessary loop these tracks took. And you guys continue to advance for another 2 hours. At this point, the blizzard is still going, but it is beginning to lighten up, both in intensity of wind and in snowfall. And you guys can see about 120 feet ahead of you as you crest a mound of snow. What looks to be a small dog sled, no longer containing any cargo, laying at the base of this. A large wooden cart being pulled by 2 polar bears.
Dude, do
This
you recognize it?
The
Or-
cart being pulled by polar bears?
That's
would
very
I recognize?
distinctive
Type of
architecture.
style.
Would I
Yeah.
recognize this? Is this a common sight here?
This looks like orcish or goblin.
That
if
looks
I-
savage, yeah.
By the looks of that, it's one of the local goblin tribes.
Yeah, I tell him that.
Okay. Well, let's go make friends. I start walking down towards the cart, keeping an eye out for any ambushes, but otherwise I just keep approaching.
Well, I'm gonna try to stealth my way up there.
I'm doing so in the open. So if you guys want to be stealthy on the flanks, you should, but I'm approaching in the open.
Yeah, I'm gonna be stealthy.
I'm not
What
going
do
to
I
be
roll?
stealthy.
I'll be with Aldril, but like 20, 30 feet back.
All right. You guys begin to approach. Occasionally, as you guys are moving forward, you guys can see a goblin kind of peek out of the enclosure at the top of this cart and attempt to encourage the polar bears to move. The bears do not give a shit. They are not moving.
Are they in vocal range?
You think so? Thereabouts. You're about 60, 70 feet back at this point.
Alright, I yell out. Greetings. I come bearing questions. In common.
All right. You see a couple of these hide flaps kind of get moved aside. One moment.
And roll a niche.
If they're attacking, I can't be surprised.
Yep. You see a couple arrows being knocked. Roll an ish.
Okay.
Oh boy. Should I have rolled stealth? Because I did specifically say that I was going stealthy.
Same.
With conditions, I'm going to say they don't really notice you guys. Do any of the rest of you have alert?
I do.
It's like underdoes.
Okay.
I do not.
-2. Oof.
Yeah, I dumped dexterity.
That's a big oof for me.
I didn't dump dexterity, I just left it at 8.
The alert is why I was perfectly fine walking out in the open towards some goblins.
Goblins be scary at low levels.
Well, I just wasted my nat 20.
You're one nat 20
My one nat 20.
for the campaign. Alright, let's see. We got...
Yep. If you're typing a niche, we got a niche there.
So, what are the dimensions of this craft?
That's the average height of a polar bear is what, like 6 feet?
Let me ask you a different question, because this might be more relevant. If I have a 40-foot diameter sphere, could I encase the entirety of that craft in it?
Absolutely.
All right, I cast sleep.
Okay.
Oh, your boy's a Twilight Cleric. Oh, snap.
That's why I had the 300-foot radius before.
All right, yeah. How does that work?
I roll this, and then you start counting inside that sphere from lowest hit point total, like current hit points, lowest to highest. They fall asleep until that 25 hit points is expended.
Okie dokie.
That's a almost average roll. It's slightly better.
Average would be, what, 23, 24?
Something like that. It'd be 5 times 4.5. So 23 would be average.
All right, yeah. You cast the spell.
Okay, what's my distance to the craft?
60.
I run 30 feet closer. Pull my shield and warhammer.
All right.
At the end of the 30 feet, I drop prone.
All right.
I'm done.
Corwin.
Stealthily, I want to walk. How far away is it again?
For you, about 70 feet.
Alright, stealthily, I'm gonna move 30 feet, and, well, I'm gonna try and, yeah.
Okay,
Move
so you
30 feet.
move 15 feet, because stealth you move at half speed.
Oh, okay. Then I move 15 feet, pull out my weapons, my rapier and dagger.
Alright, yeah, so you kind of stay low to the snow and move forward. Alright. Kakra,
How far away am I?
you're also 70 feet.
Well, in that case, I will. I guess I have to use dash if I. You know what? I'll go up 50 feet and then use the dodge action.
You're flying up 50 feet in a blizzard?
Yes.
Okay.
Not very high, just like, 5 feet off the ground.
Wait, did you say 5 or 50 feet?
5.
Oh my god, I don't know. I got 50.
Going 5
That's how far I'm moving forward.
Ah, 5 feet up, 50 feet forward.
5 feet up is still a little bit
Well,
dicey. You're getting
with
rid of
the
it.
wind at your back here from the blizzard, you get thrown an extra
25 feet into the side of this craft.
20 feet.
So wait, I'm actually just adjacent to them now?
You have the wind has practically blown you right into the side.
Nailed it.
So I'm adjacent to one of them?
You are adjacent to the bottom of the cart, like you almost smacked right into that big front wheel.
Who gave Cockroach the long jump boots?
Sorry.
But I can't hit anyone?
I mean, you said you used your action to dodge, right?
That was before I knew I moved an extra 20 feet.
That's a fair
What-
point.
So can I hit someone?
You'd have to get about 10 feet up. Are you able to get 10 feet up?
I used all my movement. I just dodge.
Indeed.
And I taunt them. I go, neater.
Alright. Tuna?
Alright, how far away am I? Like 60 feet, you said?
Yeah, you'd be 60.
Okay, do I see any goblins poking out of this thing?
Not currently. The arrow tips that were pointing out kind of like fell back in.
Yeah, right, they poked and then ducked back in. Alright, well, if I continue forward 30 feet, I still can't see any goblins, right?
Correct.
Alright, then I'll dash another 30 feet. And that puts me at the cart, right?
That would put you at the cart.
Okay. I still can't see any goblins.
That is correct. They are about 10 feet up.
Is there a door here that I can open?
No, there's a ladder on the back.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll end my turn.
Like, the vehicle looks like what you're seeing in that picture.
Oh, yeah, let me scroll up here. Oh, yes, I see.
Yes, they're kind of up there with those, bits of, like hide and leather and all that. Acting as a windshield.
I let my imagination get carried away, and I was picturing like a Jawa sandcrawler made of wood, but for snow.
I mean, that's kind of what this is.
Yeah.
But, it's made by goblins instead of Jawas, so the mechanical engineering
goblin
is much
snowcrawler.
I'll have to remember that. Goblin snow crawlers.
There you go, that's the stat block. Alright, well, I'm done.
Alright. Resna.
Yeah. I'll advance, so I get 60 feet. How much feet of movement do I need to expend to do that?
You're advancing until you're 60 feet away?
Yeah.
10 feet.
Yeah, I'd like to do that stealthily then.
Okay.
And Let's get an extra 5 feet closer. I'm gonna hold my action to yeet a dart. The first Noblin I see that fires their weapon. And I'm gonna drop prone.
Okay. You kind of crouch down in the snow.
Mm-hmm. That's it for me.
Riley? Rila? That's an A at the end, not an E.
I would like to advance to... Actually, I'll just use my full 30 feet of movement. And I will say to whoever is in the vehicle, put your weapons down and come out with your hands up, and your lives may be spared. And I will... I'll prepare a frostbite cantrip to shoot the first armed goblin to present itself. Then that will be my turn.
All right. DM2. DM1. All right. Yeah, you guys are going to see a couple of goblins stick their heads out with bows drawn. I believe a couple of you had readied actions. Please make your attack rolls.
I actually had mine, what was it, circumstanced at the fire.
I'm going to fire my warning shots.
They clearly have bows drawn.
I'm going to fire my warning shot into the face of whichever one pops its head out first. That is
All
a
right.
Constitution save, and I hope his buddies will be duly warned afterwards. He takes 4 cold damage and disadvantage on his next weapon attack roll.
Okay. Well, one of them is... Let's see. Yeah, one of them's going to shoot at Tuna.
But I'm taunting them.
I know.
After that shot goes off, I'm gonna eat this thing.
Yeah, that doesn't hit me.
Oh god, that poor guy.
That might hit one of them.
While that mishap is going on,
Does his hand slip and punch his buddy right to
Yeah,
that mishap goes on. The wind completely oops the dart.
Yeah.
Hey,
Also, that attack roll would be a disadvantage because this is a
Yeah,
blizzard.
it would be an advantage as well because I'm hidden. Was hidden.
Fair point.
Make notes. Don't hit me.
Yeah, so that just gets flown wide by the wind, and I forgot to roll this guy at disadvantage. But he rolled as low as he could, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, he draws back the bow and lets his the hand gripping the bow go. That falls out of his hand. He's left holding the arrow.
I might take my turn to dash next turn so I can grab a short bow. That'd be nice to have.
Yeah, instead of the arrow going forward, the bow comes back and hits him in the face.
All right. The other two, they're gonna... You know what? Fuck that bird. Fuck them.
A bird. Bird is the word.
You know, they even tell you as much. They say, fuck you, bird.
Fuck off! Wait, what is that? That's like...
That is
Maxims.
Maxim 65 of the 70 maxims of maximally effective mercenaries.
After the toss, be the one with the pin, not the one with the grenade.
Because he was holding the arrow after shooting the bow out of the opening.
Indeed.
Thank you for your profound sagely wisdom, Under.
I misread that as after the toss, be one with the pin, not one with the grenade.
Same.
That would also work.
All right.
Confucius with a frag grenade.
You guys are going to see another goblin, this one with a hideous-looking mohawk, poke its head out.
Is it pink?
No, but it's going to attempt to shoot Tuna.
You can try.
Don't try it.
I have the
So
low
Obi-Wan.
ground.
Don't try it. I have the moral high ground.
Yeah, neither of those hit. Too bad he wasted that nat 20 with the disadvantage.
Yeah, so they just kind of unleash this just really weak set of arrows that just completely miss you guys on the ground.
Yeah. That 15 probably plings off of my armor.
Mm-hmm. Aldril?
Okay. Are the goblins still exposed?
Yes.
And they are 30 feet away from me?
Yes.
Okay, I stand up, move 15 feet closer. How many can I get within a 15-foot cone?
All of them. All four that you see.
Then I breathe my breath weapon, and they all need to make con saves. They all take half damage. So they take 3 points of cold damage. And I drop prone again. Corwin.
One of the goblins kind of tenses up as you freeze it and falls forward out of the carriage, kind of
Is he dead?
smashing headfirst into the snow.
Is he dead or?
It looks like you froze him solid.
Nice.
Is that the one I hit in the nose with frostbite?
That is.
Goblin sickle.
It would seem his buddies have not been duly warned.
Mm-hmm. He's frozen nose to ass.
We are cleared to engage.
The other two goblins that poked their heads out looked badly frostbitten, and the one with the mohawk has the equivalent of like snow on its hair and facial hair.
Uh-huh. All right. So that was it for me. Like I used all my movement. I used my action. Don't have a bonus action to use.
All right, Cornwell. Corwin. Oh my God. What the fuck? Corwin. CC.
I'll just move 15 feet up, stealthily. Still in stealth.
Are you okay? You sound out of breath.
I am out of breath.
Have you been
Okay,
running
then.
around between turns?
Yes.
Oh, that's good. Getting that exercise in.
Yeah.
Is that all you're doing?
Yeah, that's all I can do because I want to stay in stealth, right?
Susie, you can still dash while you're in stealth.
Oh, okay. I want to dash
you
then.
can move another 15.
That's what I'm saying.
All right.
Okay.
Kakra.
Can I make a wing assisted jump to where the goblins are?
Given where the wind is blowing, that's not actually going to assist you.
I mean, can I just
Yes, you
get
can just
the goblins?
attempt to just fly up. Wait. You're attempting to fly up to get them, or did you say shooting?
I gotta fly up to melee.
Okay. You're flying up to melee.
I land on the deck.
Give me an acrobatics check. Okay, yeah, you're sorry. You are able to, control your movement through the air well enough that you fly up onto that deck, You're able to kind of lower yourself and tuck your wings in so that the wind doesn't carry you off past where you wanted.
I then punch the two injured goblins in the face. One with my action, one with my bonus action.
Okay.
That's just
What are
rude.
We
what are we
got
doing?
2 winged monks? Oh shit.
We're attacking a goblin ice sandwalker.
2 hits.
Okay, I better roll this then.
Yeah. Meanwhile, so far, Gregor's just been like, you know,
He's been in a
making
stoner
those
day, just
offended
staring
rich
there
people
going,
noises.
okay, no.
Ugh, ew, ugh, ugh. That's what Gregor's doing.
Oh,
Can't
fighting is
believe
for the
I have,
peasantry.
I can't believe I have to fight with these low-born.
Things.
All right, yeah. Using your Birdman tens, you rip their throats out or punch them in the face.
You and
You kill them.
Adriel are tied.
They're
I
very dead.
punch their heads off.
Indeed, you punch their heads off.
Because they were still brittle from being cold, so that just caused it to just snap off.
Now that is 1 falcon punch. 2 falcon punches.
Wait, I'm sorry. Did
Yeah,
you call me Cornwell?
Yes, I did.
Yeah,
so yeah, you punch their heads off. It snaps right off, and instead of blood squirting out, it just kind of oozes out. All right.
I then let out a loud screech.
Tuna.
All right. I'd like to move around the to the back of the thing, using however much movement that requires, so I can go to the ladder.
Yeah, that's like 10 feet.
Okay, and how much movement do I need to climb the ladder?
10 feet.
Okay, I climb the ladder. And now, do I go inside the thing? Is that what I do up here?
Yeah, you can pretty much slip right through some of the cloth and leather hides.
Okay,
Right
what do I
into
see?
Well, first of all, it's very nice and warm in here. You see 3 unconscious goblins snoring on the ground.
Yep.
2 headless husks that look rather frostbitten, and 1 goblin with a mohawk.
The headless husks. These are not goblins?
No, they're the goblins whose heads just got punched off.
Oh, I see. And 1 goblin with a mohawk.
And 1 goblin with a mohawk.
Alright. How far away is he?
5 feet.
Okay, then I hit him with my... it's not really a sword, it's a maul, mechanically. I hit him with my anchor.
All right.
Ooh. Alright,
I
who
don't think
do
you
I hit
do.
instead?
Your anchor gets caught on some of the stuff on the roof.
Damn it. Is it stuck, or can I get it out of there?
It's not actually stuck. That's just, why it was in that one. Got caught in its wing.
Alright, well, that's what I get for using a massive weapon in such a small space. Yeah, I think I'll stay here then.
All
do
right.
I have anything else that I can do? No, that was my action. I'm done.
I forgot how much I love this song. All right. Resnia? How do you pronounce that?
Resnia.
Resnia.
Resnia. Resurrect the cat
Resnia.
girls.
Resnia.
Resnia,
Resurrect the cat
say.
girls.
Resnia.
Yeah. All right, what are you doing?
Yeah, see?
I would like to dash my ass to the enemy.
All right, you dash your ass to the base of the snow crawler.
I'd like to grab a short bow that the Noblin dropped that died.
Congratulations, you have a shitty short bow.
Oh, do I have a shitty arrow or two?
No, he never managed to shoot an arrow.
Motherfucker.
Is
Oh, wait,
the
he
arrow
fell down,
close?
though. He's
Still in
got
his
a quiver,
cold
right?
dead hand.
I'm gonna yoink that. I'm gonna need that.
That's the arrows up top.
But the quivers too? Oh, they're firing from a barrel of arrows, I guess.
Yeah, that's all up in the cart.
That makes sense. All right, that's it for me.
All right. Rila?
Uh, Mohawk guy. Does he have any melee weapons visible on him?
Yes, scimitar on its back.
How far is it from Aldril to the snowcrawler?
30 feet.
What? I thought it was 15.
Oh, yeah, no, you are.
And how far is it from me to Aldril?
20.
Alright. I would like to move up between Aldril and Mohawk guy. And I will... Actually, how tall is the crawler? 10, 20 feet?
More like 15, if we're not including the hood ornament.
Alright. I would like to Thorn Whip Mohawk over the wall and out into the snow.
All right.
Are you trying to put him like right in front of me?
I'm trying to get him within range of our melee people who aren't there yet. But I'm also trying to, if he decides to turn around and attack us, be the one getting hit as I'm still standing up when you drop prone.
Okay, so you use Thorn Whip.
Is 21. It is a melee spell attack with a reach of 30 feet. That's not affected by the blizzard, right?
Correct, not affected by blizzard.
Alright.
Only ranged attacks.
Oh snap! I think this boy's got to make a strength save.
There is no strength save. It takes 1d6 piercing, and if the target is large or smaller, they are pulled 10 feet closer to me.
Oh god! So what I'm hearing is yeet.
More yoink.
The goblin has been goaded.
Let's see. So it's mostly pulling it straight out rather than down. So that's about. Yeah, I mean, it's small. We'll call that 20 feet. Roughly equivalent. Takes 4 more bludgeoning damage as it lands face first into the snow.
And I will remind him that I gave him a chance to surrender. And that will be my turn.
Alright, these guys are unconscious. These guys are dead. This guy's turn. He's going to stand up from prone. And then he's going to walk up to Eldril.
I am prone.
Yeah, the spiteful little fucker's going to try to stab you.
Yeah, I figured. I was letting you know so he has advantage. Because I was expecting ranged attacks, not the entire goblin to come at me.
We're in a blizzard. I figured range attacks wouldn't be much of an effect anyways.
He doesn't get past my armor and shield.
All right, he then goes for a sloppy second attack.
Failure.
He starts cussing and swearing and slurring and, calling your mother all sorts of names.
Oh, he's bringing up my mother, is he?
Indeed,
Uh-oh.
indeed he is.
Okay.
And it's, I guess Gregor has higher dex, so Gregor's turn.
Yeah.
All right. Can I see any of them from my current location?
Yes, you can see one shitty little goblin.
Magic missile. What do I do?
He casts shield?
Oh,
I'm just kidding. No, he doesn't.
I'd have been mad. I'd have just been like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm done. And walked off.
Walks off into the blizzard. Disappears, never seen again.
No, I wouldn't do that.
No one cared.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. What do I roll for that? Do I roll like an attack roll?
It's
No,
magic
it
missile.
automatically
Hit roll damage.
Oh, I just roll damage. Oh, cool.
At first level, it's 3 darts. Each one does 1d4 plus 1.
So that should be 3d4 plus 3.
Correct.
It is xd4 plus x. Where x is the number of darts, which can be determined by the formula of 3 plus spell level.
That looks like an oof.
That looks like a weird fucking mustache.
All
Beard.
right, these magical darts lash out and strike this, macho goblin. You blast the mohawk right off the top of his head. It looks like he is barely clinging to life.
Know your place. And I am done.
He calls your mother some naughty words.
Uh-oh.
About the only thing he's going to manage to accomplish today.
Grossly offending the party.
He hasn't called my mother any
Audril?
naughty words.
All right. I stand up. And you know how normally you would attack the Warhammer overhand? Well, I'm going to attack, like, underhanded, like you would use for bowling. And I'm going for a groin shot.
Uppercut right to the nuts.
That's what you get for talking about mothers.
Actually, when he hits one of them,
You slip! He slips! You have to make him slip. Or something.
if under hit one nut, would that be the upper nut?
All right, yeah. So you go for that, uppercut onto his nuts. You kind of get that golf swing going, and your weapon just it hits a boatload of snow. Just throws snow all over his lower torso.
Oh, that must be cold.
The goblin gives you the finger. Anything else?
I smile with all of my draconic teeth right at him.
Yay.
And I'm done.
So
Owen?
how far away am I?
40?
I'm 40
Wait,
feet
no,
away.
you dashed. 30.
30 feet away? Alright. How far away am I from the polar bears?
About 40?
Okay, I'm going to stealthily dash to the polar bears.
Okay, make a stealth check.
Uh,
There's a lot of that ones today.
What the fuck? How did I know? How did I know I was gonna do in that one?
You you're kind of crouched in the snow, and you kind of start creeping your way over towards those polar bears. You get to
All
be
of a
about,
sudden, I'm buried.
yeah, you're like 10 feet away, and both bears just turn and look at you.
Oh, I was like buried by the snow.
They
Hi.
they they look rather peeved.
Why are they peeved? Okay, I took my action to dive, to dash, so I can't do anything else unless I don't know.
Hmm.
Could I start to juggle?
You okay? Yeah, you pull out some stuff to get ready to juggle with. Then
It's like I don't know. Can I? I don't know. Distract them.
oh, okay. Yeah, so you
Like I
start
don't know. Can I
juggling.
pull out? Should I roll a performance or something?
No,
Oh, okay.
is that all?
Yeah, that's all.
All right, Kakra.
So, of the goblins, is there just one left?
Yeah.
There is one goblin remaining.
I go to him.
You fly to the goblin.
And my talons just scratch out both his eyes.
Okay, make your attack roll.
Oh, guys, doing the Resident Evil 1 power attack that them lizard things do. You know which one I'm talking about? The ones when they do the leap and decapitate your ass?
Miss.
You missed. He was
But
You
feet in front of you.
you miss twice as the wind kind of pushes against you and you get shoved back. You take 3 bludgeoning damage as you hit the side of the snow crawler.
aw, I didn't even roll a nat 1, and I take damage.
You're flying in a blizzard. It's going to happen.
Precisely. The issue is that you are flying in a blizzard.
the blizzard awaits.
I guess I'm done.
All right, Tuna.
All right. Is Mohawk Man still there?
Barely.
Yeah, he's barely alive. He's bleeding off the top of his head. His mohawk blown away.
I'm going to non-lethally smack the shit out of him with my big hunk of iron.
You're just jumping out of the snow crawler?
Oh, he's down there?
Yeah, he got yanked out.
Oh, okay.
Sorry,
Nobody else is in the snow crawler.
3 sleeping goblins.
Right. You know, I'm gonna sit here and wait for them to wake up. If they wake up, if one of them wakes up, I'll non-lethally smack them.
You can do it while they're asleep.
That'll wake them up.
Put them unconscious.
It'll wake up the one you're smacking the shit
They're
out of.
already unconscious. That would be a waste.
Technically speaking, if you walk up and you whack a guy hard enough while he's asleep, he'll stay unconscious.
Yeah, but I'd rather not do
Yeah,
that.
true. We could just tie him up.
You know, if
Alright,
you
so
aim
you're
for the
just hanging out up
temple,
there.
Yeah.
Resnia?
Mm-hmm. So I'm saying all this chuckle fuckery going on. I'll just yoink the shitty short bow. I'm gonna, like, half-ass surreptitiously walk my way up there and bonk the guy in the back of the head non-lethally with quarterstaff.
Mohawk guy?
Yes, the Mohawk guy. I do not think that bonks.
That doesn't hit.
How are you still up? I'm gonna uppercut him. Nope.
That does not hit.
Fucking snow. Get down.
You get snow in your eyes.
Get down on the ground. That's it for me.
God, I love level 1. Alright. Rilla? Ryla? Ryla.
I'm gonna try and put this guy in a chokehold.
Okay, attempt to grapple him.
It's probably gonna be better off. Especially since he's small. He is small. I believe there's some benefit.
One size. Is he a size small?
He is.
And if I remember right, I should do this. Grappling was the only melee combat I really did, but
I believe if he's a size smaller, you have advantage.
I do.
And I think he has disadvantage?
No, it's only if. Is it
I
both?
think so.
If you, I thought that was only if the target is 2 sizes smaller.
Oh, okay, maybe. Yeah, makes sense.
Okay, so you have advantage.
You know, call me crazy, but I think I'll stick with the 8. On the other hand, he could roll worse. I just had to jinx it.
This guy is favored by the gods or some bullshit. Come on.
No, that only works once per long rest.
Gobbert.
He's got the lucky feet.
Alright, well, that's my turn.
Okay. This guy's turn. He's gonna attempt to return the favor to yeah, he doesn't like the other 2 people that's got melee. He's gonna try to, I don't know, we'll say slash Resnia.
I've been in melee. I put myself between him and Aldril. I just
That's a
walked
solid
around
hit.
apparently.
Three slashing damage.
This hurts.
And then he's gonna try to hit Ryla.
That hits. There is a non-zero chance that he misses.
You take 4 slashing damage.
I'm not quite bloodied by that.
God damn, how long can this little fucker hold his own? Alright. And we'll just stick these fuckers at if we can add DM4 at Inish 1, please.
Oh boy. Things about to get a bit more complicated now.
Alright. That polar bear is gonna kinda move forward a bit. And well, I should say move to the side a bit, and is going to attempt to eat Corwin. It's hungry.
Can I dodge?
You have
That's what
armor
your
class.
armor class is.
Yeah, that's your AC.
What is your armor class?
15.
That's 2 hits.
That's 2 hits.
Okay.
Oh fuck.
I'm dead. I'm gobbled up.
I believe that actually just reduces you to 0 hit points, right?
It does.
Yeah.
But the second one might insta-give, so we'll see.
Oh fuck.
What's your max?
Holy
one,
shit,
Corwin?
that is scary.
Corin, what's your maximum hit point?
My max is 13.
Okay.
Yeah, then you have 0.
Woo!
Okay, that's a failed death save.
That is actually that's
2 field death saves.
wait. Fuck. That's within 5 feet, making it a crit.
Some more dice, yeah.
Is that
Oh.
2d6 with the crit or without the crit?
Yes.
That's without the crit.
Wait, I'm not 5 feet. I'm not 5 feet. I'm 10 feet.
It moved towards you.
Oh, okay.
Well, I suppose you need to roll another 2d6 then.
He doesn't. Her max is 13. Minimum is +2 on 14.
I know. I was being facetious. She's dead.
Yeah, she
Wait,
did.
where are you getting 3 death saves from?
Not 3 death saves. That one hit, because she's unconscious, was an automatic crit. 4d6 plus 5 is what it should have been. Her maximum hit points is 13, so one hit took her below negative max. She got insta-gibbed.
Ooh.
I thought that was only if that's the hit that reduces you to 0.
Any hit that would take you to negative max.
Ooh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it becomes less of a risk at higher levels, but this is why in some cases on FFAM, why if a creature had brutal critical, we were double checking the damage roll, because sometimes it could kill you with a single hit.
Yeah, just like that did.
Yeah. For those of you that have seen The Terror, the polar bear does some of that. Yeah, Corwin is practically ripped in half. Oof.
Owie zowie.
Why did
Gregor.
it have to be a useful member?
He says, looking at Gregor.
Yes.
Gregor, mister, it's your turn.
He said he had family over, so he might be AFK.
Mm-hmm. Gregor takes the dodge. No, Gregor didn't even take the dodge action. He's just busy being a fop.
He's ranting about bloodlines or something.
Yeah. He took the dodge action. Audril?
I cast Toll the Dead on this guy. Wisdom save.
That is a resilient fuck.
Oh my fucking god, this goblin.
That's
You
it.
got GPKS.
No, well, I insert myself between him and Ryla because Ryla, you are a lot less armored than I am. Just back off. I got this. You're gonna get yourself killed against this guy.
It's this guy.
God, who needs the snow crawler? I just should put a goblin riding a polar bear. All right. Kakra. Kakra?
Thomas?
Yeah, 10 feet away is the goblin, and another 10 feet away is where Corwin just got ripped in half by a polar bear.
Well, the polar bear probably isn't going to attack if so long as no one goes near it, and it is currently eating. So I guess I will try to punch both of the goblin's eyes out.
All right. Are you walking or flying this time?
Walking.
Okay.
Basically, I use my talons if I'm flying, and I punch if I'm walking.
Okay.
God dang it!
That's 2 misses.
Dude, this goblin's got like a god looking out for him or something. What the fuck?
Maglubiet favors him.
Somebody just shoot him with a magic missile already.
Just shoot him with a gun.
Magic
get my
missile
kid-
has been the single most effective attack against him.
It's the only thing that can hit you if you just keep nat 20ing on all of your saves and everybody nat 1s against you.
Let me get my kitchen gun. Hang on, guys.
Hey, Tuna, how's it going up there?
I'm fine. Can I see this goblin?
Yeah, it's pretty easy. You just have to move a piece of hide out of your way.
Is he up here now?
No, he's still down there in the snow.
How far away is he?
Probably about 15 feet.
Okay. If I make a ranged attack, do I have disadvantage?
Yes, you do.
Ah.
The wind is a bitch.
Just
Do
run up
it.
and beat his ass.
Can I climb down? Nah, fuck that. I'm just gonna make a ranged attack anyway. Actually, am I? No, I'm not. Can I climb down the front of this thing?
Yeah. You know that'll put you right by the polar bears, right?
Ooh, let's not do that.
You
then.
can see it's eating Corwin.
Yeah, alright. I'm just gonna throw a javelin at him. Because I have those.
Alright, disadvantage. If you roll a nat 1, please roll a d4.
Nah, one. Nah, one. Nah,
Nah,
one.
one. Nah. Aww.
Does a 15 hit him?
It does not.
Damn it. The the bears are tied to this thing, right?
They are.
They're tied down at the bottom, though, aren't they?
Correct.
Okay. Well, I can't do anything from up here. That's all I'm doing.
I'm just imagining that, like, the entire blizzard is centered around this goblin, and that's why we can't hit him. Like,
Yeah.
I'm storming the goblin right now.
Yeah, he's one of the chosen of RL. Alright. Resna?
I'm gonna put you down, you dog.
He cackles maniacally.
Get bopped in the back of the head with a quarter stick.
Bippity boppity, you bop him.
I would like this to be not lethal. He did fucking stab me, but I got the pressing matters to deal with.
Roll that damage.
He takes 6 bludgeoning, and I will bop him in the nose if he's still up.
He's unconscious.
I still bop him on the nose to feel better about myself.
Alright, attack him with advantage.
This is not lethal, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I just want him to wake up with a real fucked up nose if he ever wakes up. Now that I said, I'm done.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna look. Shit. I noticed. I noticed Corwin, and then just like, fuck. That's it for me.
Yeah, the polar bears are having their fill.
please don't kill him. I want this thing. They need to pull it.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Is like we should just board the ice crawler and just start driving it back to Tentown or to Beyond Slander or whatever. Bryn Shander.
Yeah, Bryn Shander. Bjorn Snandern.
Oh, I am proficient on vehicles. I can't say I've ever led polar bears before.
Yeah.
All right, so are we out
It
of
was the
initiative
first
then?
time for everything.
Yes, you guys are out of Inish.
All right, so yeah, why don't we bring
I'll-
the goblin
I'll see if I can handle the polar bears.
and can I search the? Also, can we just coup de grace the 3 goblin minions? Like they're basically worthless. Let's just kill them. We
What's
got
the
the-
leader have on him?
Well, we're not done here yet, though. Where's the, what about
Well,
the
that's what I'll
sled?
say. And let's search the ice crawler to see if the iron's in there.
Yeah.
While they're doing that, I'm going to go inside the ice crawler where it's warm and start ritual casting Speak with Animals.
Alright, so you guys go about your business, you coup de grace the sleeping goblins, are you dumping their bodies overboard?
Not just yet. If the polar bears are hungry, because he said he's speaking with animals, we can feed them fresh goblin.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Yes, the iron is on board. It is in the
What do you
lower
mean? They're
central
eating
compartment.
meat.
They can eat multiple people.
They're big bears.
They need their protein. All right. Yeah, you go down to the lower level. You take the ladder. Yeah, all the iron looks to be here.
Anything else?
A good question. One moment. All right. Yeah, you find inside a full barrel of fresh, if partly frozen water, along with two vials of what is potion, two potion vials, they're full, and a pouch of seal skin containing
Are potions alchemist or herbalist kits?
Alchemists, usually.
Balls.
I mean, I've got the potions.
assorted loot right there.
Okay.
Fucking cat.
Does the bone whistle have any markings or significance to it?
Um, it's bear themed.
Ah. Who's speaking with the animals again?
Me.
I give you the whistle. I'm like, this was in the hold. I bet this has something to do with the bears.
It's probably a command whistle for the bears of some sort. I don't think they would really appreciate me using it, but I'll talk to them, see if they know what it is.
Oh, and you guys are familiar enough with potions that these are not healing potions. All right, and Rila, you were casting what? Speak with animals, animal friendship. What was it?
Ritual casting speak with animals. It'll
Okay.
take a little bit, but it'll
I'd
probably
like
be
to-
done right when everyone's done looting the room.
Yeah, I'd like to loot the Noblin leader that's like unconscious. We still want this guy alive, right? Do we? Do we care?
Yes. Yeah, let's at least question him. Also, we should make sure we grab the sled and like strap it to the side of the ice crawler. We have like what 300 feet of rope in the party. I think we can manage that. Bring the sled back with us as well as the ice crawler.
Couldn't hurt.
All right. So, Rila, you do finish your ritual.
All right. So, Aldril, what exactly do we want to ask the bears? Were there two other dwarves that we were looking for, or was there
Just the
just
one.
Uber?
Just the one. I would ask them where home is. Like where did they come from? Like this crawler, where's like you know what I mean? Like where do they sleep?
Where the bears live, or where the crawler came from? I think it's where the crawler
What
came
I
from, right?
want, what I want is I want to know where these goblins are based out of, so we can go there and wreak our terrible vengeance on them. However, you manage to communicate that to the bears is your business, I suppose.
Okay. Does anyone have anything else they would like to ask the bears?
As I'm walking away, I do mention we have the 3 dead goblins here if they're hungry. And I then go downstairs.
Just make sure that they're good with working for us instead of the goblins.
Okay. Then I will go outside. And did my training in druidism mention any proper etiquette for bears, or just casual conversation?
Give me a wisdom check.
Wisdom, the thing I am good at.
Stick survival on it.
Wisdom.
You didn't take survival, did you?
I took animal handling.
I suppose that would apply too. Is that with animal handling?
That is.
Okay. Generally speaking, basic druid stuff, when you're dealing with bears, they know that they're bigger and stronger than most people in most circumstances. So usually coming to them with some degree of trying to be domineering around them is not going to work.
Not subservience, but
Bribery.
yeah.
Bribery, or at the very least reverence, works much better than attempting to treat them as equals or as submissive.
Alright, then I will go outside and address the bears from like 20 feet off to the side, in case they don't take too kindly to me. Have they finished their meal?
Yeah, there wasn't a lot to finish.
Alright.
Did we feed them all the goblins?
No, not yet. Then I will just try to get their attention by waving and say, "Good afternoon. I have some questions and a request for help that we will be more than willing to compensate you for."
If polar bears could raise one eyebrow, they are raising their eyebrow.
We have some people that we would rather not have alive anymore. They're actually the people who created this thing, and I'll gesture to the crawler behind them. If you can lead us to them, we can deal with them, and whatever remains behind will be yours to do with as you wish. I imagine there are several of them. That would be quite a hearty snack.
Yeah, the polar bears kind of reply. They want the goblins from the snow crawler.
I'm sure that can be arranged.
If you yell up to me, I'll just toss them down.
I'm not going to yell over the bears. I'll just walk up and say they want the goblins.
I
Yelling at the bears might piss them off.
Fair enough. I start basically slinging the goblins over the side so that it doesn't land on the bears, but within easy reach. Like I'm basically laying these guys out, like an iced goblin buffet for them.
And you just keep going as they finish? Like, they eat one, you toss another run out, or you just keep tossing them out and they just
Well, I toss them all out, and
okay.
that way they have them all in front of them and they get the pick of what they want.
Alright, yeah. They go through and they begin eating. Are you guys interrupting them in any way?
If it's going to take more than 10 minutes, I'll have to ritual cast again.
Looks like it might take a little longer than 10 minutes. They seem to be being very thorough about stripping the bones.
Alright, then I will go off a bit so they're not worried about me, hopefully, and start ritual casting Speak with Animals again.
We'll go and tap that Noblin boss. What did he have, by the way?
He had a scimitar, and as you kind of get underneath his winter clothing, chainmail.
Ah, that's why it was hard to kill. Oh, yoinked that. I don't think he needs chainmail.
And while they're doing that, the 2 potion vials. This is more of a meta question. Are you doing it where we can identify potions by tasting them without drinking the whole contents?
Yeah, sure.
Then I shall taste the potions to find out what they do.
Okay. These are potions of animal friendship.
Oh, wonderful. I wait for Ryla to finish her ritual, and then I tell her that, hey, these are potions of animal friendship. They might help. And I give them to her.
Would bears be intelligent enough to know if they're being affected by magic?
Holy shit, polar bears have an int of 2? Really?
Most subsapient animals do.
Most beast-type creatures have at most 4 intelligence.
I swear to God, dogs are smarter.
Dogs
yeah,
have like
they're not very bright, but they do have some wisdom.
So if their brain starts feeling fuzzy after I put something in their meat, they'd know something's up.
Yeah, they might have difficulty adding 2 and 2 together, but they have a nose for bullshit.
Okay.
No, you're Riley. The potions are for you. You drink them, and then animals are more friendly to you.
I only have the spell. The spell you cast on a target, not on yourself. Is that how the potions work too?
Right. Yeah, you would drink it, and you cast animal friendship.
At will. For an hour.
Oh. Oh, okay. Then I will go ahead and drink that.
There were two, so you have two of them to use if we need a second hour's worth.
The spell lasts 24 hours for the effect. Does this let me cast a spell as it's written in the books that will last 24 hours, or does it cast a shortened version?
When you cast for 1 hour, well, it means that it casts the spell as written, and you can do this at will for an hour.
Okay. That
So,
was my interpretation. I just wanted to double check.
yeah.
Alright, then I will cast Animal Handling on the bears while they are eating.
Alright. What kind of save is it?
That is a wisdom save. Both of those
Oh
succeed.
boy.
Just keep casting it until you succeed.
If they don't react violently, I have an hour.
Yep. So about 20 minutes go by, and they finish all the goblin corpses you've given them.
Can I get myself just a bunch of arrows, like a handful? It's got
Oh,
short
yeah, there's
on me. I've
about...
got the arrows.
Yeah, sorry about that. There are 30 arrows.
I take half.
Gilbert, how many recastings of Animal Friendship does it take for them to be my friends?
I don't know. How many times do you plan on casting?
Until one of them reacts violently.
Okay.
Takes an action. Each action is 6 seconds. You have an hour.
Statistically speaking, they're bound to fail. One of them is charmed. Yeah, ignore the 2 I rolled there. I was just copy pasting. Okay, so both of them are eventually befriended.
Wonderful. Alright. So I will relay the information to Aldril that they are my friends for the next 24 hours. Give or take about 20 seconds.
Great, you made friends with bears. Big deal.
Oh, shoot, I forgot if I mentioned this earlier. It's a gallon of mostly at least partly frozen fresh water and 20 days of rations.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I just realized I forgot to finish that list. My apologies.
Alright. So then, if these bears can take us to the goblin camp.
Can anyone hear me?
I
I
hear
can
you
hear you.
now.
All right. I just like he just like stopped talking and no one responded, so I was just making sure I didn't lose connection.
No, don't think so. Gilbert, I would like to ask the bears to take us to the goblin camp.
The bears kind of look at you. Rather concerned like. And then start pulling along the snow crawler.
Alright, and then I will keep ritual casting, speak with animals while we travel, and just keep up casual conversation with the bears. Unless I think I'm getting on their nerves.
Alright, yeah, you guys we'll take this in an hour-long segment. Okay, so what are the rest of you guys doing during this first hour of travel?
Is anyone injured?
Just like restful watch.
I'm not injured, but I am going to take a short rest.
I did get tapped for 3 points.
I'm not missing any resources, so I'll just sit here.
Aren't we missing a member of the party?
Yeah, someone died.
She was eaten.
Whenever they start moving, I'm gonna hang back for a bit and shit. I feel like I should grab something from her.
Her money pouch, maybe?
Yeah, I guess.
She didn't have any money.
Oh, what equipment did she have?
Weapons, gear.
Yeah.
Well,
She had like a
gear probably
rapier
got
and some armor.
destroyed.
The gear is probably worthless. Unless you want a rapier.
Rapier's a rapier.
We can sell it in 10 town.
CC, you should hold on to that character sheet, though. You could probably just bring in the same character mechanically.
Change the name.
Yeah, just change the name. That's what I did with my first D&D character.
I mean, at level 1, if you die before no one really has a chance to know the characters, no one's going to notice unless you say that you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, do you guys know how many backup Gilberts there were?
7, at least.
1 for every paladin published at the time.
So does anything
So
happen in
Reser-
this first hour? Oh, sorry.
I'll take a
I'm-
I'll take an actual piece of her. I think that's how reincarnate works. You just need a piece.
Okay. What piece are you taking?
I guess a bone or something.
You got a preference?
Not really. The easiest to get, I suppose.
There's a collarbone that's intact. More or less.
Yeah. I take the thing.
Okay. Alright, so what are you guys doing for the rest of the hour?
Does the blizzard die down eventually?
Not during this hour.
Just taking a short rest.
Am I able to get a short rest with ritual casting and casual conversation with the bears?
Not with ritual casting, no.
Alright. I'll
I
hold
should say
off.
not with that much ritual casting.
Then I will hold off on the casual conversation until I get my rest in.
I'm going to close my wounds with a healer's kit.
I also took some damage. Can I get some healing?
Sure.
You can
Get
take
your
a short rest.
in first.
Think about it. Under what's actually involved with ritual casting?
Concentrating on the spell and doing basically casting the spell. The casting time has been lengthened by 10 minutes or so. Generally speaking, casting spells invalidates a short rest.
Okay, yeah. Want to make sure I wasn't missing something in the description of what ritual casting is that would qualify it.
No, it is not a restful activity. It can be done while moving. It just requires concentration, so you could do it while marching or moving. but it is not a restful activity.
Right.
Similar to how
Yeah.
any fight would stop a short rest, it would also any amount of casting will stop a short rest.
I wasn't sure whether it was the same total stress over an extended time or the same stress in a given time for a lot longer.
Depends on the rules Gilbert's going with. The basic rules as written is any stressful activity will interrupt a short rest. So any combat, any casting of any kind, things like that are inherently not restful. It invalidates a short rest. The long rest, it requires an hour of stressful activity to break it. So an hour of fighting, an hour of casting.
Right. All right. Yeah, so I'm going to say ritual casting invalidates.
Alright, casual conversation. We'll wait until the second hour.
Indeed.
I'm up top on the thing, keeping watch front.
I will be back in a moment.
You're standing out in the, driving wind of like -40 wind chill.
I am. And I want the unconscious goblin with me too, so that if he tries anything, I can just throw him to the polar bears.
Okay.
That's right, the wounds.
With that,
Out of curiosity, did you guys like put his winter clothing back on him?
No, he's in his skivvies.
Okay.
Ooh, if we were going to search her body, we should have taken the snowshoes.
That's your
I
guys'
didn't.
call. I wasn't going to bother searching her body.
I just took the rapier and the collarbone.
Okay, if you took the rapier, then you probably would have taken the snowshoes. Anyway, I'll take those so we have a spare pair.
Okay.
Can someone also take my fur jacket? Because it's a very nice jacket.
It was a very nice jacket.
It was.
Yeah, until those bears ate it.
All right.
I can repair it with some sewing if I get revived.
So, all right, yeah. So the hour goes by. You guys travel a mile. The blizzard is still going.
How's this goblin look?
Well, it looks like he's not faring too well in the cold.
Excellent. Do you guys want me to start conducting the interrogation?
But what if he insults your mother?
Let him speak his words. They're just words. I'm the one that can throw him to the polar bears. But I'm asking for opinions. Does anybody think we should wait? We should do something different.
Do the foul thing to the bears.
First, we should see what use we can get out of them.
Okay. Is he unconscious, or can I just slap him awake?
With that double tap on him, he got him a good clobbering.
Some smelling salts.
Yeah, okay. I'll say. Do you mind using your healer's kit a bit to wake him up? By the way, we are on the top of the thing, like in the driver area.
Mm-hmm. On that kind of exterior platform.
Yep, in the biting cold, because I enjoy it, and he doesn't, and I want him uncomfortable.
I'll get some smelling salts and I'll snap the thing. And that should wake him up. I'll use the healer's kit. He has the 1 HP dream.
Indeed, he has the 1 HP dream, and he is a shivering.
And his nose hurts really bad.
The 1
Indeed.
HP dream.
Now, we established that he speaks common, because he was using it to insult my mother, correct?
Indeed.
Great. So I look at him and I say, it is a nice, frigid day up here in the Dale. But it looks like you enjoy it a lot less than I do. I have some questions. And if you answer them to my satisfaction, I'll take you below, and you'll be nice and warm. If you refuse, the polar bears down there still look a little hungry.
Kind of leans forward and looks at the polar bears. Kind of leans back and looks at the warm inside of the cart. Looks over at you. He's still shivering.
The faster you answer your
What do you
question,
guys want?
the polar bears are taking us back to your encampment. I'd like to know what's there. Forced disposition, everything.
You guys want to go to Karkalak?
Want? No. Unfortunately, we can't simply allow you to terrorize the good people of the 10 towns. A message must be sent.
We're just looking for food.
I wasn't aware
Freezing
goblins.
out here.
I wasn't aware goblins could eat iron.
Scavenging.
Did you kill the dwarves?
No. Yeti attack.
Can I make an insight check? Is he being truthful?
Make an insight check.
I want to offer help.
Oh, fuck.
I think that's the part where I'm going to interject, but you were more than quick to shoot at us whenever we tried to parlay.
He seems like he's being pretty damn truthful.
All right.
Plus, the guys back there told us it was a Yeti attack. Unless the goblins somehow got the Yetis to attack.
Yes, and now we have. Yes, and we use that to cooperate what he was saying. If he had said something different, we would know he was lying, and I wouldn't need to bother with an insight check. Anyway.
Yeah, we just killed him.
And I said, I see. And this Care Koenig, am I saying that right? It's your base?
Karkolok. He kind of says through chittering teeth. 1 second while I type it out.
Okay. And what kind of forces do you have there?
He kind of starts trying to count on his fingers. More than this much? He tries to show you his fingers and toes while, still keeping them warm.
Oh, you're a moron!
How many is he trying to... Can I make an insight check? How much of a force is he trying to indicate?
Oh, yeah, make another insight check. Other than the fact he's missing a couple frostbitten toes, it's sounding like at least 20.
Okay. And is it just goblins? Do you have bugbears, hobgoblins, dragons?
No bugbears. No hobgoblins.
Are you claiming to have a dragon, then?
No. I thought that was a joke.
It was. And you said you were scavenging. How many other unfortunate caravans have you come across?
None.
I see.
I do believe you are lying, sir.
Yeah. Can I insight check that?
Yeah, sure, insight check him. He sounds like he's being honest.
Okay.
So you are just useless bandits that are not very good.
Up yours, fop.
How disrespectful, you little maggot.
Oh no, they're stuck in an insult loop.
And anyone else got any other questions you want to ask him?
What did the polar bears to make them so mean?
Oh, this isn't important, but I would want to ask. If you guys are just scavengers, why'd you shoot at us when we tried to parley?
Kill him quickly, toss him to the bears.
10 towners shoot us, we shoot them.
Have you considered if you didn't shoot them, they'd stop shooting you?
One second.
Oh, you got a picture going?
You see his eyes go wide with revelation.
Oh my god.
This goblin's mind has just been blown.
You didn't think of that.
Wait, like I can see the glimmer in his eye, like he just.
Oh, shit.
Yes, he just came to the realization that when you shoot at people, they shoot at you.
Perhaps, given this awfully long, dark, and cold winter, peace might be preferable to war. At least
Is there any
among
white
ourselves.
fabric inside this goblin snowcrawler?
A little bit.
And is there like a large wooden pole of some kind sticking out of the top?
I mean, you have the image.
Oh yeah, I do have the image. Let's see.
Is a flag of truce a thing here?
I figured white flags are universal.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, we
there's
can
some
assume
wooden
that
thing.
flag of truce exists.
Okay.
Whether or not it's recognized is a matter for the Geneva Convention.
Yeah,
Right. Okay.
I'd like to reach up there and affix whatever piece of white fabric I can find, whether that's like a sheet or something, and I'll tie it up there.
So this goblin, what does he respond when I suggest peace?
No peace in Dale. Need food to survive. Too few deer.
Don't care.
That
Have you
is,
tried fishing?
that's rather my point. Is this winter has gone on too long? The game will dry up and everyone will die. Cooperation seems preferable to death.
The boss isn't keen on peace.
What about the second in command if we, say, kill the boss?
There isn't one.
I don't know. I think we got a perfectly viable second in command right here.
He continues to kind of freeze.
But I believe he's answered our questions fairly. Perhaps we should get him below and warm him up.
Toss him out to the bear.
If no one objects, I will actually take him down below.
I have no problems with it, as long as he behaves.
Well, that's the idea. Is I'm trying to make an ally here. I'm trying to get him on our side, get him on the side of let's cooperate with the 10 towns, and then we can help him usurp whatever goblin leadership is in place. And now we've got basically a goblin town on our side.
Well, if we could make things better for both sides, that'd be wonderful.
That's the idea.
Why not try?
So yeah, I take him below, get him warmed up, give him his winter clothes back. And start talking with him about plans for his ascension to power.
One second, I'm flipping over stuff.
Oh, great.
Let's be the bigger man, Underdark went and did. Let's not just kill all the goblins, Underdark went and said.
These are supposed to be the big bad evil guys, the base of operations for them, and you weren't supposed to just take them over and usurp that.
One second, because if you're talking to him for a while,
Well, we basically have the whole journey there for plans to be made, and for me to wile him with this idea of peace is preferable to war because it will help everyone survive. End the long, cooperating will help end this long winter quicker. And, we took him relatively easily. Imagine if we can help him take the leadership.
All right. And I think we'll call the session here for the night.
Okay.